to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
Hi, friends. And welcome into the firm of Harris and Marang. Patrick Harris, yours truly with you. That's Danny Marang. To my left, Casey Smith over there on the ones and twos, doing the heavy lifting on the ones and twos. Happy to be a part of your day. Thank you for being a part of ours.
Had a little short in my headset there.
It's a Monday.
'Tis a Monday.
It's a Monday. We're all happy to be here. Everybody in good moods, good sports today?
Sure.
Just sure.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I finally feel like I'm not dying anymore. So.
Hey, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Not dying is great. I just found out that my heating and cooling services will be at my house today at noon.
Weren't they?
Yeah, we've been having a little bit of an ongoing issue.
Wasn't that supposed to be resolved last week?
Yeah, but then you know how everybody's got that friend. One of my besties, he is a mechanical engineer. Okay, used to work in big transit business. I won't name the city that he was in, but
did he hit you with the I can do it?
No.
Okay.
I needed someone to be at my house when they came, and he was like, "Oh, I'll be at your house, no problem." And he hung out at my house, and then he was like, "I think I fixed it," and sure enough, he did. And the next day, it was broken again.
Ah, there it is.
So that day, he got it fixed. I canceled the appointment because he fixed it, and he didn't. But it's going to be 100 degrees on Wednesday, so thanks to my peeps.
Yeah, it's going to be real
rolling
warm.
out there.
Real warm. It's weird. Today's supposed to be like 84, 85, something like that. Cloudy, kind of stuffy. Then it's going to skyrocket to 95, then 100.
Not cool, Bob.
I'm like, oh, that's warm. That's warm.
Bring the heat.
It says the guy wearing a hoodie right now in his
heat.
studio.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Let me roll up the sleeves finally.
Unbelievable.
Well, it's weird, though, because in this place, it's, 5 degrees in here with the wind chill factor.
Whoa. It's 70 right now.
Oh, okay. That's quite nice.
Oh.
That's
Some
quite
of
nice.
us don't have the body heat, fellas.
Yeah, bro. Look, just because I'm fat doesn't mean I'm warm.
It's because your blood isn't moving.
Yeah, because it's like circulation's been cut off from all the brown liquor and cigarettes,
Probably.
loser. Let's not forget that.
That'll happen.
My feet feel great though. Isn't that where you lose your circulation the most?
Yes, if you've got warm feet more often than not, it's usually a sign of better circulation.
Oh, I need my feet to be warm?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're warm in bed. I always kick them out.
Yeah, I sleep with like a quarter of a blanket, so
okay.
It's but I do have to have the pregnancy pillow. I have to.
You coddle a pillow?
If I sleep on my side, I have to. Big shoulders, man.
Snowflake over there with a pregnancy pillow.
Well,
huh?
the thing is like number one, my hips, but number two, just being wider in the shoulders. Like if I don't have that,
did you say wider or whiter?
Yes, both. I can't lay on my side, or otherwise my back gets turned, so I have to curl over, and I have to have somebody to hold on to. So that's just the nature of the beast, man.
If I need to snuggle something, I just snuggle my wife.
Yeah, that helps. It's useful.
Move this man!
Whoa! Why am I getting booed here? Don't be jelly over here. All right.
But yeah, no, it's sleeping on the back, it just turns into a giant snore fest. So that can't happen.
I think I've got an issue with snoring now too, because for the longest time I didn't snore, and now my wife's like,
You got the sleep apnea?
I don't know if it's apnea because I sleep just fine.
I've been a sleep talker forever. So
Oh,
much better than that.
Oh, dude, Table 7 needs ranch super bad right now.
Bad?
My wife says whenever I talk in my sleep, it's all server talk. And I haven't even been a server, specifically a server, in somewhere near 10 years. But she says everything is about ice in the soda well, or ranch to Table 7, or I need this on the fly. Everything is server talk.
That's wild.
Did it for a long time. Long time in high volume will get you there. Yeah. It's she says it's never about I don't want to ride the pony, Mom. It's never that. It's never
never something fun.
No, it is always restaurant talk. Yeah. Always server talk.
I'm like a guy in a Western movie who's taking a nap, where the hat goes over the brim and he just startles awake, and
I thought you were going to say that you're the Western, you talk with a drawl.
I wish.
That was like, you have an alternate personality in your dreams. It was like, howdy, ma'am.
I just go full Two-Face.
I'd love. I mean, if you're gonna talk in your sleep, having like an accent, like speaking another language.
Most of the
I
time,
go Borat in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
most of the time in my dreams, I have hair.
Oh, how
Yeah.
does that feel?
Well, once I start lucid dreaming and realize what's going on, it's pretty awesome. I just live vicariously through myself.
I saw a guy at church yesterday who had this lion's mane of just probably a couple years older than me. Best hair I've like Fabio hair.
Oh.
Glorious. Looked at the lady and I was like, She's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, I have hair envy right now.
That's really crazy that you dream that you have hair, because I dream that I don't have hair.
It's crazy, man.
Very weird.
Maybe you're foreshadowing and I'm living in the past.
Do you got a family history of
Yeah, my dad's. I mean, both my grandparents have hair, but my dad's got a little balding through the middle.
little power alley?
Yeah,
thing
he
is-
looks like Dr. Phil.
Good thing it's your mom's side.
That's right. It is.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's your mom's dad. You got to look at your mom's dad.
That's the one thing that I'm okay with. I'm 41. I'll be 42 in October. My hairline is just now starting to go, but
I can't look at my mom's dad. Do you know why, Danny?
why?
Because he's not alive.
Oh, mine either.
Okay. I still have one grandparent.
I got none.
Most people I know that are our age don't have grandparents.
I
I still got one.
I haven't had any for a while, if I'm being honest.
I
Heck,
had two
my-
for a while. He just recently passed.
My grandma married 3 different times. My original grandfather, not a long time ago. Second guy, a long time ago. Third, I think I was 12. So it's been actually, God, she got married again. 4.
Just gets around, huh?
Yeah.
Grandma, lady of the night?
When 2 of them died.
Oh. Yeah, that happens for those
Yeah.
people back in the day.
Yeah.
My grandmother married my grandfather. Then they split. And she married a dude who died. And then they got back together.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
My grandmother had 4 children. The bookends are with my grandfather,
That's wild.
right?
My dad's mom, she passed a long time ago, but she was old. Like my dad's brother was 14 years older. You know what I'm talking about? And they only had 2 kids. 14-year gap. So she was, I think she was in her late 70s, I think, when she passed. So, but yeah, pretty much, I have my family tree very small. Very, 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 very small because everyone's dead.
We're getting there on mine.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
All of the type, well, not even that. I lost an uncle. So,
And I don't have any.
oh God, I lost 2 uncles.
I don't have any blood kids, so this line dies here. Probably for the best.
What are you going to thin that tree?
Thin that tree out a little bit. Yeah. I did see that. Someone said, when you decided not to have kids, you've just consciously decided to end thousands of years of a bloodline.
That is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. I mean, it still goes with other people,
Sure.
but you specifically have ended that tree.
Yeah, that branch
That
is
goes
like,
back
whoop.
for a very, very, very long time. Because I don't know if you know this, but they don't just make humans.
No, they don't.
No, they
there's
all
a
came
whole-
from at some point.
There's a whole process through
Except for Jesus.
it. There you go.
He was immaculately created.
Mm-hmm.
Him and what's his name? Franco Harris. Both of them are immaculate.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, immaculate reception. There you
Different reasons.
Fairly similar to me, man. Potato, dude.
go. I disagree, but hey,
Have we ever seen if that ball touches the ground?
it does, doesn't it?
Does it touch the ground?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm not asking
Yeah,
him.
I think.
Does it touch the
I
ground?
think they did a thing where there was like it did.
Did we
but-
like sports science
I
this thing?
I feel like
with
they
what's
did.
his name?
Yeah, Brinkus.
Brinkus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that guy still alive? No, that guy died, didn't
I
he?
think it was
Oh, yikes.
if I remember right.
Oh, he made the call?
I think he did.
Oh, whoops.
It was Todd Brinkus, right?
Oh, dang.
John.
John.
Dang, that stinks.
Yeah, passed away at the age of 54.
Yikes, bikes. I like that dude. He was so happy and full of life.
I mean, that show was awesome.
The show was awesome.
There not a single one of those wasn't a certified banger.
I don't know why we don't do those shows anymore. Is it because we can't prove we can't prove that athletes can do crazy things without acknowledging that they're on drugs?
Well, not just that. Nobody wants to pay for an actual content.
Oh, that's true. You can't AI it.
Well, not just that. It's like there was actual science, literal science being done. So it was like there was the ROI on it wasn't nearly as good.
Coming up next,
yeah.
LeBron James. Where will he sign for the 17th hour in a row?
Yeah, well, there's plenty of talk about it might happen today. So,
Oh, hey, that'd be great.
how about in the next hour? I'm okay with that.
I'd be okay with that too. I mean, but can we have a little show pact here? Can we all acknowledge something? If and when this LeBron thing goes down, do we need to spend 3 hours on it?
Only if he comes here.
Yeah, I mean, if he comes here.
Oh, bro, if he comes here, we're spending 3 months on it.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna happen.
But I think so. I think we should make a pact that we shouldn't spend too much time
Yeah.
on LeBron.
If LeBron goes to Cleveland, oh, what a nice story. Oh, final year. That team could be pretty good. Defensively sounds really awesome. James Harden's still going to suck, and then we move on.
We'll spend a little bit of time on it.
Yeah, but you know what the big ones are going to do.
I'm just saying. We'll have. I mean, you're talking about arguably the greatest player of all time. We can give him a little bit of love.
I have 100% decided that I think worse Kobe acolytes are Leo Messi acolytes.
Oh yeah, one and the same.
That's what I've decided.
One and the same.
You can hate your Kobe acolytes. I hate Leo Messi acolytes.
I'm okay with that.
But I like Messi, though. That's the
But
difference.
here's the
You don't
difference.
love Kobe.
But the other side of it is also Messi does have the argument for the greatest of all time. Where
He
Kobe,
does.
Kobe never did.
He does.
No, never. There's literally no way to slice it where you can. None. Nope.
What is Colorado Rockies?
Okay, you're probably right.
There's no way you can slice it.
One day I'm going to build a case.
It'll get Swiss cheesed.
By what?
The number of holes in it.
Well, that is what Swiss cheese is. Dynamite drop in, Monty.
What causes holes to be in Swiss cheese?
I'm not sure. What causes holes in cheese in general?
Yeah.
Do you think they just pick out the mold spots?
I don't think that's what it is. I think it like retreats away.
Formed by carbon dioxide gas bubbles created by a specific bacteria combined with microscopic hay particles from the cow feed.
So it like pulls
That is
away.
just cheese like Swiss and Emmental, known as eyes. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Oh, I think the Emmental is what the holes are.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Eyes are formed by carbon dioxide gas bubbles created by a specific bacteria combined with microscopic hay particles from the cow's feed. Does that mean there's like some particles in the cheese as well?
I mean, it's fermentation.
Like some of that nasty stuff that comes out the backside?
I don't think that. I think it's just more of a gas is created by the fermentation process. It's going off some remedial science. Ever tell you my wheel of cheese story? I was at a grocery store and they had a whole wheel of cheese and they mislabeled the price on it.
What if I said yes and made you stop talking?
Nope, not a chance.
Then no, I haven't.
Wait,
Actually, I do think but continue.
Yeah, no, it was they mislabeled it, and so I went. I was
It's like $5.99 for a
it was like
giant wheel.
$13
I would have bought it.
for like $400 worth of cheese.
I would have bought it.
It was a huge
Good old wheel.
whole 2 foot across wheel of Parmesan. And I was like, it's labeled. I'm gonna scan it. I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
See you later. Bye.
Yep. I 100% would take that. It would probably go bad by the time I got to it, but
That's the thing is it doesn't.
oh, you know what I'd do? I'd probably sell it like when someone buys a whole cow, and it's like, oh, I'll go in on a cow
Yeah.
with you, and it's like, oh, I'll buy a quarter from you.
We
I would
did
do that
when-
with the cheese.
We did that when I was stationed in North Dakota. We had one of those big 8-foot floor freezers, and all of us just went in on a cow, just sectioned it up, and we just had an entire cow in the freezer. It was great.
I know. I keep wanting to go in on like a cow or a whole pig or
Mm-hmm.
something, but we don't eat that much meat.
I mean, it freezes for like 6 months, man.
I know, but even 6 months, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, we don't eat a ton of like red meat in my house.
Oh, but you would.
I would. Look at Eli Drinkovitz on TV. You wearing sunglasses there much, buddy?
He looks like he might have spray tan though, because it goes up the side of his face.
It looks really, really bad.
Like, how does he get this line right here that goes
On the
from
side?
his side that goes down? Like, what is causing that?
Maybe it's bad makeup job?
Oh, that would be really bad.
Oakley Dokley. Well, we got a cool show for you today. At least I thought it was going to be cool until I woke up yesterday and realized it's not going to be cool. But some fun things to get to today. The World Cup is over. We got athletes calling out athletes in a way that I've never really seen before. We'll talk a little NFL, who thinks this is college, and some basketball news as the Atlanta Hawks all of a sudden have looked very, very good this offseason. But we'll start with, well, I'm just tired, my friends. Jason Quick's article, Blazers, are they leaving? 105.1 The Fan.
The new
It's 10:20 here, Portland Sports Leader. Don't you forget about it. We are live from the shadows of the historic Fremont Bridge. 503-864-6326. That's the fan text line. She'll let you interact with us throughout the entire day. You can also join us over on the YouTubes. 1051 The Fan is the channel. Like, subscribe, jump in the chat. Say cool things in there, being nice to each other, all that kind of fun stuff. And it's gone. Jason Quick, our good buddy at the station, Jason Quick. You know, I want to be mad at Jason for doing his job.
Doing the job?
I'm just like, Jason, knock it off. Stop it. It's already dead.
I think part of this is you, and others like you, just want to believe in Dundon because Jody Allen evil, Jody Allen bad. And it's just the reality is that keeps hitting people in the face is this guy does not care about you.
I think part of it is not that I want to believe in Tom Dundon. It's that I just want to believe that this is all going to be okay.
It may be. It might
and
not
maybe
be.
That's a little bit on Dad, and maybe that's a little bit on City Council. I have equal issues with both. But yeah, I'm not really mad at Jason. I only know him professionally. I don't believe I've met him personally. But I love his work. But I just want to be like, Jason, knock it off, man. You're killing me over here.
He's doing the work.
He is doing the work. He put out a new article in The Athletic. The headline is Trailblazers Portland very far apart on lease agreement as arena saga continues. He was able to speak to a couple team sources who were granted anonymity to discuss it freely. I think we are very far apart, a team source said on Sunday. More importantly, the big thing is the term sheet is a non-starter, the source said. I don't know why they sent it to us because they know very little of the stuff we'd agreed to. They're playing politics at this point. Oh, you don't say. The city council is playing politics. I think that's been kind of the number one constant we've seen in this whole situation.
And what's interesting is that coming out of this is, guess what the two talking points are?
What?
It's the money committed, the $3 million a year with the escalators, and it's the labor union stuff. It's exactly what we talked about on Friday.
I know. Well, I'm surprised that it wasn't as much of the hard cap on $600 million. But that we found out
that's part of it. But the total committed to this right now, like the actual books, is $573 million. Mm-hmm. That's $27 million difference. Guess where the wiggle room is?
That's there. It's there. I was just surprised. I did not realize that 573 was the number and there was wiggle room. I thought that was going to be the big hiccup because the city was going to be like, there's no wiggle room. But it turns out that there is built some. At least we have that because, dude, you got to understand that there's going to be some wiggle room.
Yes.
Has to be.
Especially if you're also saying that you have to use these contractors.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard no from these guys.
Yes. And from my point of view, it should be a hard no. So I basically spent all weekend talking to different folks on all sides about this, and I've got a couple of meetings set up this week and next week to get further into it, to kind of get a better understanding of both sides.
We will have Wright Gazaway on the show tomorrow to discuss a lot of this as well.
Wright will be in studio tomorrow to kind of go through this. Wright has done the legwork. He has sat down with basically everybody and been able to talk to folks, both on and off record, and I think he's got a really firm grasp on it. Matches basically the stuff that him and I have talked about matches what I've been able to gather as well. The interesting thing in this is I believe that the city council in a roundabout way, Keith, Mayor Wilson, they just put out this term sheet and just said, here's the negotiation part of it. Because I don't think this is a take it or leave it term sheet. I think they put out what they put out to allow for wiggle room.
Yeah, I mean, the idea, and I think that's what the Trailblazers are coming back with, and that's why they're saying what's the quote they've got? Let me try to find it. There's something about until you stop holding the gun to our head.
Well, yeah, that's the lawsuit that the city councilor is talking about bringing because I can't remember what his name was. He was like, well, yeah, it's dereliction of duty, and you guys didn't keep the Moda Center up to date, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Threatening a lawsuit? Like what in the political football playbook led you to even utter those words at this level?
Yeah, that's kind
It's
of
grandstanding.
It's grandstanding, and again, we said this on Friday, and I listened to Dirt and Sprague talk about this morning a little bit. You're leveraging and you're grandstanding in a situation that you don't have leverage.
No.
Look, we could sit here and complain and moan about Tom Dundon, El Cheapo, and oh my God, and what's he gonna do to other things if he cut all this PR? What's next? And we can sit here and worry about it, but at the end of the day, he holds the cards. And whether I like what he's doing or not, I don't really know if I have a choice in this situation. The only choice that I kind of have is to make sure this team stays in town, and by all accounts, it's going to stay in this town. There are quotes in this from this unknown person within the circle. Quote, "No one with the Blazers ever said we want to move. We don't want that. We want to stay in Portland." Mm-hmm. And I firmly agree with that. And that's kind of why, you and I differ on this a lot, Danny. And it's not that I excuse Tom Dundon. It's just that I there's nothing I can do. If he wants to run his organization cheap, I can vote with my dollar. I can vote by not buying a hat or buying Blazer Vision or buying tickets to the game. I can vote that way, but at the end of the day, unless me and 300,000 Portland citizens do the same, it ain't going to change.
I agree with you to an extent, but here's the thing. If this was Steve Ballmer or insert individual with more money than God, right?
Okay.
You could say, well, he can just foot the bill for a new building, or he can move this team wherever he wants to because he has more money. He could take the loss. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? All options are on the table.
And that's part of it too with this is that I don't think Tom Dundon can afford to move the team.
And that's the thing is that's where the leverage for me loses a little bit of a sticking point. I don't think he has the capital to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think he can take that hit, and then because what you'd have to do is you'd have to pay the relocation fees,
which is a lot.
It's a lot because the league doesn't want it to happen.
And then you're going to have to redo this again with the city, but get them to build you one.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's probably markets that would. Kansas City probably would. Nashville probably would. But now you have to figure in all the things you're talking about doing with that. With the cost of moving beyond the relocation, like the actual fees that are associated with it, the branding, the marketing, everything that goes along with that, and trying to build that equity back up. Because pretty sure you wouldn't be able to take anything that has a Trailblazers emblem on it. This isn't the Vancouver Grizzlies going to Memphis. This is the Sonics becoming the Thunder. So you have to
stay here.
You had to go hire a firm and be a part of that, and redesign, and then now you have to get a new market. You're
going to come up with something really stupid.
And that's a lot of capital.
Just going to say, most new mascots are really dumb.
But you understand what I'm saying? It would be, it's a lot. That is a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And as I understand it, Dundon doesn't have a huge, from what I understand, he is not the majority shareholder of the Blazers. I don't believe that he has even $1 billion invested into the team right now. Okay? So when you factor that in, I think that's where the city behind the scenes is looking at trying to get some sort of leverage. And I don't begrudge them that.
Now, let's take your thought there, for example, and let's take it as truth for a minute. If he does not have that much, if he has less than $1 billion invested in this team, then what makes the city think he has the 120 to pony up?
I don't think he does.
Well, then that's bad leverage on them.
Again, that line in there, just pay the 120.
I want to get to that a little bit later because Mitch Green has some other stuff. I don't want to deviate too far. But that's where I kind of lose that leverage as well, is this concept of if in fact that there is not as much money put up from him as we might have originally thought, then the idea of him putting more money in just isn't real.
Nor do I believe that he has the capital to do that.
And so I think that's another oversight missed by the city as well.
I do, and again, I don't think the city has handled this well, but I also don't think the Blazers have handled this as best as they could.
It's a opinion contest.
It is.
It's how far can I go?
And just talking to folks,
grower not a shower.
There is, from what I understand, there is some truth to the Blazers not communicating there for a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. And I think part of that was, number one, old McGillicuddy over here deciding he wanted to threaten a lawsuit. So what did the Blazers do? All right, fine, we're going to button up. And there's a line in there in the article from the lawsuit, we're not going to give them anything until they drop any pretenses of having a lawsuit.
That's weird stuff. City council, like, you guys got to handle your business in-house before you all start going on the record.
I mean, they're going off half-cocked. Like,
well, yeah, but
it's grandstanding and virtue signaling. Like, here's the thing. Just talking to people very close to this. If a vote was held today, we've heard the line of, like, if the votes were 6-6, that Mayor Wilson would vote yes in order to get it there. Everybody that I've talked to said some version of the same thing. At worst, it would be 7-5. It would probably be 8-4. And the people who want a virtue signal can stand on 10 toes and say, I voted no on this, and it'll pass just fine. But what's the political cost of that? Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you kind of, roll over something, what does it look like when you're talking about trying to do something else next? And how much of a fight does that end up becoming? And then there's the discussion about the development rights around MOTA. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that people have a firm grasp on that and where those things actually stand. And I'm very interested to see what comes out of that. And, whether or not it's the Blazers who end up holding on to those rights, or if it ends up becoming the Albina Trust because of the, $1.2 billion that they have invested in the area. Because I think they're more interested in that than even the Blazers are right now.
Mm-hmm. What do the Blazers want to use this money for? We'll get to that next. We'll throw it to Casey over there with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Spain took home the 2026 World Cup yesterday as they defeated Argentina 1-0 in extra time. This marks Spain's second World Cup win, with their first coming back in 2010. Spain also set a historic defensive record in their World Cup campaign as they allowed just one goal in 8 matches, the fewest ever conceded by a champion. Ryan Fox became your Open champion over the weekend, clinching his first major championship title of his career. Fox posted a 2-under in round 4 to finish 10-under in the tournament, clinching the title with a birdie putt on 18 to beat Cameron Young by 1 stroke. Over to the NCAA as the University of Michigan announced that athletic director Ward Manuel will step down at the end of the calendar year. The school also released a summary of an independent investigation into the culture of the athletic department, which has been flooded with scandal in recent years. And if you missed it yesterday, some NBA news for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder are trading Lou Dort to the Atlanta Hawks in a 3-team deal. Former number 1 pick Zachary Arizache is headed to Dallas in the deal. Ryan Nembhard is headed to Atlanta, and the Thunder will acquire 3 second-round picks. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football.
young Newman.
Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Shop smart. Shop S-Smart.
Step into a Slim Jim. The Firm of Harris and Marang on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
It's Jason Quick's world. We're all just living in it right now. Put out a nice article on The Athletic about Tom Dundon, the Portland Blazers, and how far apart they are from the lease agreement. Called it the Arena Saga. Kudos to Jason Quick for getting the inside info on all this. There is one cool kind of aspect that I think came out of this article that does have me a little excited, and that is included in the Blazers renovation concepts. Let's see. I'm going to read this from the article. Concepts are a new atrium entrance on the north side of the arena,
which is
perked my interest.
The main entrance,
which would ease the flow of traffic entering and exiting the building. Also, the arena operates with one main kitchen. The hope is to have kitchens on all three levels to enhance fans' concession experience.
Yeah, there's one main kitchen on the main level, and then there's a big old cargo elevator.
Let me tell you what, buddy. I worked in restaurants for a long time. Don't like that.
Nope.
There are also concepts for eliminating some of the 300-level seating and building a bar, as well as updating the club-level seating. Look, if anybody thought they weren't going to update club seatings, you're out of your mind.
Also, bluntly, the club level is not great.
I believe that. It's average.
It's a building that was built in 1994, opened in 96, and they've done some minor stuff to try to make it nicer, and it has helped. It has. Don't get me wrong, it has helped. I literally just sat in club seats on, not this past Saturday, the Saturday before. Seats are nicer. So you have more room, more leg room, all those kind of things. But the suites themselves, like they're not, when I was at NBC, we had, with the partnership there, we had the big suite, at center court. Mm-hmm. The only thing really nice about it, it was big. Like, that's nothing special about it. Location was great, but there's nothing. Congratulations, you can stand up and watch the game, and you have a table with food on it.
And I think that's a lot of why these conversations are being had right now, because the Moda Center does need revamps. It does need updating. It does need work.
Yes.
And I think that's part of City Council that in their grandstanding is kind of like, we don't think it needs work. It's totally fine. It's like, I don't know if it's totally fine. One thing, though, that on here that kind of scares me, I got to look out for my Thunderdome people. Eliminating some of the 300-level seating and building a bar, what kind of bar? Like, are we just like a standing room only kind of place and we all mingle and drink some brewskis and watch basketball games? Or is this just another cool place and eliminating the cheap seats? That'd be my only concern. Because Thunderdome up there, man, dude, I guarantee you 90% of our listeners live in Thunderdome up there. Because it's the affordability.
I don't think that's necessarily the case.
No?
No. Because,
okay.
Where are most of the seats at?
I don't know that answer.
Not there.
Not there. Okay. Well, I just worry about my 300 peeps.
Don't tell me wrong.
I worry about my 300 peeps.
Look, man, I get it. Affordability is a major concern of mine. But here's the thing. Here's your get mad at Tom Dundon flag. When they changed everything and they were talking about all the changes they're going to do in Raleigh, guess what ended up happening to all the ticket prices? They didn't go down. They went up.
Well, everything goes up, man. Dude, gas and groceries, everything's going up, man. If you don't think this is going up with or without the Moda Center being funded, then you're out of your mind.
That's what I mean. Like, this whole idea of
prices are always going to go up.
You're not getting guys who's trying to go out there and really cater to the fan.
Nobody is.
No. Well,
you think Knicks tickets are going to be cheaper next year?
Oh no, God no.
Yeah,
no, but
exactly.
There are some owners that are doing it. They're just saying, screw it, we're going to do it.
Good for them, I suppose.
Sarver's done it. They've done it in Utah. Like there are some owners. I mean, you want to talk about an ownership group that gives a damn about its fans? Go look at Utah.
Well, they got a lot of money. I think it's a little apples oranges between Portland and Utah.
Oh, weird. Having money is helpful and matters, huh?
I also think, though, that the way that state and local politics are built in Utah is very, very different.
Oh, you mean being in lockstep?
They all have one giant thing in common. It happens to be religion, but that's one thing that's kept them all on the same page. And honestly, most cities don't work that way.
Raleigh worked pretty well.
Raleigh, that's the only thing in town, though.
Oklahoma City worked pretty well.
That's also the only thing in town.
What's the only thing in this town?
Well, but I mean, literally, that's the only thing in those towns.
Don't stop me.
I got it right up the road.
Yeah, don't get me
right
started.
up the road.
Okay, when they start churning out, income evaluations that account for $700 million a year, then we can start talking.
I just know my team up the road's won a title.
That's fine. So
been to 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Again, scale. It's like talking about the NHL and the NBA. It doesn't matter.
But again, I do think when you look at places like And Salt Lake, like that's why I don't want to use Salt Lake as an example, because to me, I just think that culture and that infrastructure is built so differently than this town that it's a little apples to oranges. On top of the fact that that guy's got a lot of money.
Well, you can also say differently and then say better.
Sure. I mean, if you want to say better, it can be better, but also the reality is it's not there. So it's like we can complain about it as much as we want, but again, there's nothing we can do about it. Danny, you and I don't vote in the city of Portland,
that's what I'm saying.
so we can't do anything about it.
People that do, you can.
When I did vote in the city of Portland, I voted 6 times.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you maybe just pull your head out for a split second and go, hey, you know what? Maybe the economy here isn't that great, and maybe the things that we've doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on, we shouldn't be doing.
Jason Quick got some quotes from Mitch Green. I'd like to get into some Mitch Green quotes.
Buddy.
Dude, you are really walking a fine line with me.
No, it's not walking a fine line. It's virtue signaling at its finest, and it's talking out both sides of your mouth. This is the most political statement I think I've heard in a while.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break, come back and give that for you next. The Firm, 105.1 The Fan. Looking at some comments that Mitch Green had to say. Danny and I doing a little bit of research on old Mitch over the break.
And wow, it all lined up.
Well, it lines up for your narrative, Daniel.
What narrative?
That you hate liberals.
Well, no. I hate the fringes of all parties.
The district that he is in charge of, or represents, I should say, is south of the Willamette River. I mean, where we are, downtown, the Slabtown area where we are, 23rd, up in the West Hills.
And then down into southeast.
All the way down into southeast. So kind of basically the west boundary, the west to southwest south boundary of Portland is his area.
Mm-hmm.
Not in my hood. Not North Portland for me.
And remind me again, where is the economy struggling the most in this city?
Oh, downtown's a tough spot.
Yeah.
Counselor Mitch Green said in this article to Jason Quick, quote, I think the Blazers have been behaving poorly. They thought because they passed state legislature, talking about the 365, that the deal was done, but we have a set of counselors who are asking tough questions. And this is Portland, Oregon, where people want more public transparency than there has been. Well, why do you think they want more transparency than there has been, old Mitch?
Probably because you pissed away hundreds of millions of dollars.
Probably because
Weird.
You guys are really bad at that.
So this whole idea, like that line alone, that's a guy who's like, I have power, you have to go through me.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's like, no, we don't. This thing has to pass 6-6. They don't need you.
Another quote, we need to see a scope and scale of what the money is paying for. That's pretty basic, so they need to make a good faith effort on that. You've got a city council that is not a rubber stamp council. And depending on where you sit in the city, that may be a good thing or a bad thing. But those are the stakes and those are the conditions they face. What's standing between the Blazers and a bunch of public money for a stadium deal is their willingness to accommodate this council.
Yeah. Again, thinks he has power. You
so
go full Gandalf.
So ridiculous.
You have no power here.
And then the big one is kind of tucked away at the bottom of this article.
Bro, this is a banger of a line.
Every indication I read about Tom Dundon is that he makes decisions based almost solely upon whether or not it's going to increase his profit. If he moves the team, it's because he thinks he can get a better deal. And if I'm in Tom Dundon's shoes and I'm trying to do that calculus, then I'm going to be evaluating the cost of moving the team versus the cost of coming to the table and making these counselors happy. Right now, it's a matter of $120 million. Like, if Dundon came out today and said, I'm going to pick up the tab of the 120. That would probably get us to the finish line tomorrow. Before you say anything, Danny, the first thing I think of is, well, no S, Sherlock. You're arguing about $120 million. If somebody says, here's $120 million, you're like, well, I guess I'm okay with it now.
Yeah, you know what else you don't get to say? Literally anything.
Yeah, dude.
Because he's not taking any money from you. You're going to shut up.
That's kind of the biggest thing, too. If he were to come in and drop that $120 million, then you don't have anything to say. Like, you don't get to say anything to him.
No, nothing.
Do you realize that's counterintuitive to every single thing you've tried to say? You're trying to sit there and say, I want power, I want information, you go through me, and if you bring that 120, then I will approve.
Oh, no, probably.
Probably will approve. What do you mean you'll probably approve?
Pretentious, arrogant, grandstanding, virtue signaling nonsense. Nonsense.
I agree
on every single level.
I agree with you on that.
And
it's really short-sighted.
And the other part of this is the same guy who you're sitting out here talking about how, the arena is both totally fine. The city council, the arena is totally fine. It doesn't need renovations. And then they're threatening a lawsuit for the inability to upkeep the arena.
One Blazers source said, quote, on the one hand, they say we haven't kept up the building. But at the same time, they're saying, what's wrong with the building? There's a lot of talking out of both sides of the mouth because they don't know. Because the reality is, Danny, and I kind of alluded to this on Friday, and I'm going to triple down on this. The reality is y'all got swindled by the Vulcans. Mm-hmm. Y'all got swindled on a stadium that needed work. And they said, thank you so much. Here's this for $1. We love you guys so much because I don't want to pay the $600 million it needs or build a brand new one. Like, y'all got swindled. You can't and you can't take it out on this guy for being cheap for getting swindled.
Well, no, you still can, but
he's not the one that sold it to him for $1.
No,
he's not the one that this building needs the money.
I'll tell you this right now. He has as much invested in that team right now as the people that sold him the arena.
Well, what I mean is that he is not the guy that deteriorated the Moda Center. He is not the guy that sold it to the city for $1. You want to be pissed off about that? Go be pissed off at somebody else about that, because that's not this guy's fault. Any owner that walked in knew they were going to have to spend money on the renovation.
Yes, and here's the thing. Number one, I blame Adam Silver for approving this deal in the first place.
Sure.
For the sale.
Sure.
That alone, and Adam Silver and the other board of governors, they got the valuation. They said, cool, we got our valuation. Let's go ahead and get out of here. They should have definitely not sold to that group. I'm a firm believer in that. Just on the finances alone, somebody with a significantly more financial backing needs to have control of this team. I believe that thoroughly. And you're not going to change my mind on that.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on that. I don't know enough about the inner workings to be really into that.
Beyond that, I heard Dirk talking about this morning. I'm really glad he brought it up. The city gave half the money that they're talking about giving to Moda for the renovation of Memorial Coliseum. They gave $60 million, and we didn't hear a word about it. Why is this different for a building that does so much more? Can anybody riddle me that? Somebody please explain that to me. Why is that not a problem?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you want to shake your fist at the billionaire. It's like, stop, dude.
But that's also why I'm not killing Tom Dundon in this, because everyone wants to shake their fist at the billionaire when he walked into problems.
But
is he been cheap and done stuff you don't like on the way? Yes, but
he also knew that when he bought the team.
But this thing specifically, the Moda Center specifically, doesn't fall on Tom Dundon.
But it wouldn't you clutch your purse a little bit if you walked into a room with everyone who has financial problems, where you're looking around going, that guy messed up with money, that guy did that guy did that, and she's terrible with money, she's terrible, this person's bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to start clenching my purse a little bit and start...
Without a doubt.
Maybe tuck that chain a little bit.
Again, the PR stuff, the fears we have about media, anything down the line that can happen from Tom Dundon, you can shake your fist at and be mad about. The Moda Center thing, that's where I kind of draw the line, because I can't get mad at a guy who walked into a situation that needed to be taken care of in the first place.
Well, I get what you're saying.
He doesn't own the building.
But even beyond that, it's semantics. Whoever bought the team was going to have to face this one way or the other.
Sure.
This wasn't a surprise. Oh, my God, I have to deal with this?
And it sounds like...
if you're going to make that case for Micah Nori that he took the deal, then you can't also excuse Tom Dundon for taking the deal. You knew what it was when you took it.
Well, it sounds like when he took the deal, it sounded like the city and the county and the state were all lockstep and ready to do this together, and that's changed.
The state was, and now the county and the city are sitting there saying, well, like that line from Mitch Green is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. You don't have any power.
I can't tell what side you're on this.
Well, no, it's both.
You're like anti-city council, but you hate Tom Dundon.
I hate owners that don't have money. That's fundamentally what it comes down to. Because if you've got a Ballmer, again, you don't have to be like one of the 5 richest people on the planet. If you've got an ownership group that's worth $20 billion, that's worth $40 billion, we're not dealing with this.
I know, but it feels like you're mad about an owner who's being cheap and a city that's being cheap.
That's the thing is, they both are, and neither one of them has any ground to stand on. I don't like either of them. That's the thing. But the league greenlit this sale to Tom Dundon and his group, and knew what the city council is. Here's the thing. If Adam Silver didn't know, that's on him. Remind me again, who did Adam Silver clerk for before he became commissioner?
I don't know that.
Ron Wyden.
Oh, yeah. I know that guy.
Where's Ron Wyden located?
In the state of Oregon.
How long has he been there for?
A long time. I've met Ron Wyden. Super nice guy.
If you are too stupid as a commissioner to not understand the inner workings of the political structure of this city, one of your longest standing and most successful markets over the last 50 years, that's on you. And that's my problem with this, is that there's enough stupid to go around for everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you want to tell the Portland City Council and the county to stop being stupid. You want to tell Tom Dundon to stop being stupid. And you want to tell Adam Silver to stop being stupid. But I don't have any faith in any party to stop being stupid.
Well, Portland City Council better figure it out, because if you play a game of chicken, you'll lose.
I want to say they will, but what does losing actually look like? Because I don't think Dundon has the capital to pack up his toys and go. And that's what makes this kind of... The city doesn't have any leverage. It's like if you got the seesaw and you get the seat on each side, it's like the seesaw that they're working on, one of them has a seat, the other one doesn't. It's just heavy enough to maybe push it a little bit, but
It's
not
just kinda
push.
even.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just it's leaning towards Dundon, but it's not sitting on the ground with a counterweight. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not firmly on the ground because he doesn't have the capital, he doesn't have the finances. He's not Ballmer and goes, screw you guys, I'll go somewhere. Clay Bennett didn't have any money. You know who did? All of the other owners. That's the thing, is like Clay Bennett was the guy who took all the arrows, and rightfully so, because he stole that team away from Seattle. He knew what he was doing from the jump, and he was willing to do it. But the capital behind him is significantly larger than anything that they have here with this ownership group.
That includes Panda money?
Oh, yeah, by a lot. And that's the thing, is like, people talk about, well, you know, Clay Bennett was able to get Oklahoma City to build a new arena despite not having any money. It's like, yeah, because he has so much more money behind him. They have so much more leverage, and they've shown that they're willing to do it. But also, they spent almost 20 years and have won a title and have had multiple very good teams and a community and a city council and a state that firmly backs them. Whereas in this state, those political aspirations just don't exist. I mean, the city council's grown in size, and ever since doing that, it's made things astronomically worse. So, well, as much as if I'm handing out blame, I'm going 70% city council, Portland County, 15% Dundon, 15% league. That's like the staggering majority is Portland being dumb.
Agreed.
But Dundon's not blameless, and the league's not blameless. And I believe that the term sheet that the city, that the mayor put out last week was firmly this is where we are, but it gives them room to negotiate. And I'm not saying like negotiate to like, we're going to, I just think it gives them wiggle room. And they put a term sheet together that if they sent it to the Blazers and to the league, where Adam Silver is going to look at Tom Dundon and the other owners are going to look at Tom Dundon and his group and go, dude, what are we doing? I think there's enough leverage there in that if they wiggle it down to where Adam Silver and the rest of the league is going to look at Dundon and say, just get it done. That's what I hope, at least.
Blazer coverage on the Fan presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi. One price, 5 years, guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that. We'll circle back around in the big nooner on this topic. Give it a little time to breathe. I'll look at some of your thoughts as well. 503-864-6326 or over on the YouTubes. Hour number deuce coming up. And it's over. I don't want it to be over, but it's over. 105.1 The Fan.
From Warren Allen.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Mountaintop Metal Roofing. No maintenance, energy efficient, fire resistant, and a lifetime warranty. Do it once, do it right. Visit mountaintopmetalroofing.com. First on the Fan, Spain took home the 2026 World Cup yesterday as they defeated Argentina 1-0 in extra time. This marks Spain's second World Cup win, with their first coming back in 2010. Spain also set a historic defensive record in their World Cup campaign as they allowed just one goal in 8 matches, the fewest ever conceded by a champion. Some golf news for you as Ryan Fox became your Open champion over the weekend, clinching his first major championship title of his career. Fox posted a 2-under in round 4 to finish 10-under in the tournament, clinching the title with a birdie putt on 18 to beat Cameron Young by 1 stroke. Over to the NCAA as the University of Michigan announced that the athletic director Ward Manuel will step down at the end of the calendar year. The school has also released a summary of independent investigations into the culture of the athletic department, which has been flooded with scandal in recent years. And if you missed it yesterday, some NBA news for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder are trading Lou Dort to the Atlanta Hawks in a 3-team deal. Former number 1 pick Zachary Arizashe is headed to Dallas in the deal. Ryan Nembhard is headed to Atlanta, and the Thunder will acquire 3 second-round picks. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of prime time.
If you're missing the first hour, you can download that on the Fan Podcast, 1051thefan.com. The Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts. Casey usually gets it up around 11:20, 11:30. Give him a minute. He'll get that up for you. If you missed Dirt and Sprague this morning, they had Bill Connolly on, the great college football guru. And also, I cannot remember the person's name, so excuse my ignorance, but they had somebody in from Raleigh to kind of discuss the situation, how it was like.
Great accent.
Yeah, he did have a great Southern accent.
Chip something.
Chip something, correct. And he talked about what it was like when Tom bought the Hurricanes. It was a very fascinating interview, so go back and check that out. Rewind, fast forward, except for into the future, for that would be impossible. A lot of fun stuff to get to today. Web gems is a silly thing that I don't know if I've ever seen happen, so I'm excited about that. An NFL quarterback thinks this is college. Not in the way he thinks, but it's the only way I can think about it.
I'm going to derail it again, so you have to push it to tomorrow again.
What? Oh, yeah. We've been pushing it for about 2 weeks. Yeah. I'll take that Pepsi challenge. Yeah, why not? And one athlete calling out another athlete and just not really caring about it. So there's a lot of fun to have. But the end of the greatest tournament in the world, potentially the greatest tournament of the greatest tournament in the world, ended as Spain defeated Argentina yesterday 1-0 in extra time. I got kind of fun. I was texting with my good buddy Jake Zivin, and I was also texting with our show buddy Rufio about this. I felt good by being correct and choosing Spain to win it. I also turned to my buddy right before the game started, and I said, I bet you Ferran Torres scores this game-winning goal. I just feel it. I feel it coming from him. Maybe Marino, but I like Torres to score the goal, and he did. So, hey, maybe I should gamble. Although if I gambled, then that would not have happened. But for those of you out there, and, I heard the guys this morning, and I'm sure Primetime feels the same way, and Luke and I were talking about it this morning. One thing to always keep in mind, finals in these tournaments are never good. Mm-hmm. They're never great. It's, I don't want to lose. You don't want to screw up. You're trying to figure out each other. Now, I thought Argentina decided from the jump they were shooting for penalties, and they were going to be jerks the entire time, and they did until it got to a culmination where Enzo Fernandez got a red card, massively deserved for. You can't be a douche like that, which he was, and Spain eventually got to them. I mean, Emiliano Martinez, the goalie for Argentina, look, he is not my favorite guy in the world. In fact, the trio of Martinez on Argentina are not my favorite players in the world. Enzo Fernandez, not one of my favorite players in the world.
No way.
A very unlikable Argentina team, except for that little dude number 10 who's just the GOAT. And it kind of played out how I thought it might. You know, Spain's best defense is they don't give you the ball. And they didn't give them the ball. And they were victorious for their second World Cup.
65-35 were your splits in possession.
And Argentina didn't have a shot until extra time.
Yeah, I mean, it was 10-1. It was 20-2 in total shots.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal. I don't like how Argentina walked into this game. I don't like that they decided to be physical and bait Spain into a bunch of stuff. Now, there's one thing to be physical, but this felt kind of douchery. This felt really jerky. This felt really like, how can I get in your brains in not a very fun way? I actually think it cost Leo Messi the golden ball. Mm-hmm. Giving it to Rodri, the captain for Spain, I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but that other dude over there who just lost in the final has 8 goals and 4 assists. Like, or is it 6 assists? I can't remember. Set 3 assists? Okay, thanks, Casey. Set the all-time assist record in World Cup, was competing with Mbappe for all-time goals in the World Cup, was competing with Mbappe for the Golden Boot, and you didn't give him the golden ball? I think it's 4, thank you. I think it's because that Argentina was so damn unlikable yesterday that there's no way they could give it. I think they were afraid that they were going to be pandering to Messi.
Which is hilarious because you should.
You should. He's been so good this tournament and has bailed them out left and right every place they needed him to, except for yesterday.
Real quick, 8 goals, 4 assists. Is that 12 points? Is that 12 goals created?
Yes.
How many teams have 12 goals in this tournament?
And if you look at his stat line, he has 24 opportunities created.
Yeah, not to mention, like, he opens the goal scoring against Cabo Verde. That was a tough game for them, okay? He's got a goal and assist against Egypt, I believe. That was a tough game for them. He's both assists against England. That was a tough game for them. He's the reason they were there, and I think it's because Argentina were just so what's the word I'm looking for?
They're just playing on the back foot.
They played with no honor.
No.
They played with no honor, and it cost them.
I love that we're finally getting to an era of soccer where if you were a top 12, top 15 power, you are looked at as disgusting if you park. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like,
because you shouldn't have to.
It's like if you have this much talent, if you've been playing this sport for 100 years and you've got, trophies up on the shelf, you have no business playing passive.
Well, that's what Tuchel got killed for, losing to Argentina.
Yes. And is anybody mad at Harry Kane?
No.
No, they're mad at Tuchel.
Yeah, no one's mad at Jude.
No.
No one's mad at Pickford.
No, they're mad at Tuchel for going, what are you doing?
Yeah, Pickford gave up 2 goals and no one's mad at him.
No.
He played really well that game. And you know me, I hate him.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but this is the matchup between number 1 and number 2 in the world, and you're going to go out there and play cute?
Right.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Did you watch any of the third place game?
I did not.
The third place game, final score is 6-4.
Yeah.
England led 4-0 at halftime. I was talking with our buddy Anthony, who does some stuff here in the studio, in the station for us, and he was like, that's the kind of soccer that Americans want to see. And it's like, defense optional? Not me, man.
I think people do want to see
Sure, it's cool to see Jude in space and Kylian in space and Dembele in space and see a final score of 6-4 with 10 goals. Sure, I get that. It's not that fun to watch, honestly.
I mean,
it's not. Like, you're watching dudes kind of stand around and a defender's like, sure, you can blow by me because I don't really care. Because I'm not trying to blow an ACL or do anything, and I can't handle that. Although it was entertaining. Most third place games are not, 6-4.
No, and again, you did have teams. Here's where I'll give them credit. Guess what they didn't do?
They didn't park the bus.
Buses were not parked.
Well, it was 4-0 at half. I was like, oh, this is going to be an ugly second half, and it was a better second half.
Oh, we had 6 goals. 6 goals. Wow. 6 goals in the second half. Go ahead.
I mean, that would have been fun to watch, too.
I mean, stuff out here.
Little heated rivalry in the third, fourth place game. Why not?
But you were like, we're not going to get anything out of this. I think there was a little bit of pride in that.
I think there was definitely a little pride. I mean, Kylian Mbappe won the Golden Boot out of it, so he definitely cared.
Whee!
Yeah. I think Harry looked around and was like, I got to have 4 goals? I can't do that.
He's like, well,
I could have 4 goals to tie or 4 goals to win it. Yeah.
But, I mean, just
great tournament overall, though. Was very happy with how it went
That's
down.
the ultimate takeaway.
Final 4 were the top 4 teams. Okay. We had great stories from Cabo Verde. Egypt was a nice story. America, for better, for worse, a ton of attention. Some of it not my favorite. We should know this week if Mauricio Pochettino comes back. Obviously, maybe the most rooted for team. Let's not forget how rad that was.
Mm-hmm.
The Scots in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Cabo
pretty
Verde.
cool. Yeah, the Mexicans in Mexico is pretty rad.
Morocco,
yeah. Brazilians falling flat on their face.
we didn't hear about them all tournament.
Oh no!
It's like, go quietly into the night. Same with Germany.
And then in the half,
Germany got whooped, and you're like, oh, what happened there?
And then during that stupid halftime show, whatever the hell that was, Madonna rolls out, and there's fat Ronaldo and Ronaldinho next to her, and they're just like, yeah. And it's like, okay, dude, you don't look great. And you never won one, so I don't know why are we doing this? What is with the Brazilians at this game?
The other side of this is, what'd you think of old Tom Cruise?
Old Tom Cruise? Well, I wanted him to run. I wanted him to run out to a spot.
Get Mission Impossible
yeah,
run?
give me the Ethan Hunt run.
Yeah. The other thing was, could anybody else do that speech while holding sunglasses and look cooler?
Look, Tom Cruise, if Tom Cruise wasn't a crazy religious zealot, he would easily be one of my top 5 favorite actors. I love him in everything he's in.
You see Tom Cruise in something, you're like, I'm in.
He is extremely entertaining to me.
Tropic Thunder, his best ever
Again,
role.
there's a preview for a new Tom Cruise movie where he's kind of dressed up like Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder. I'm all for it.
Oh, he plays I think he's like an oil tycoon.
Something like that.
Yeah, he's got a cowboy hat and a shovel.
Love it. But the thing, I kept laughing, but I was also just like, he was squinting because the sun is in his eyes, and he apparently wanted to take the sunglasses off to do the whole speech, But he's like, he looked cool while squinting. How hard is that to do?
Also, he's aging well. Is he getting work done? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Well,
His smile has a smile.
Well, I saw Will Ferrell in the stands, and I was like, that guy ain't getting work done.
No.
His smile has a smile.
Yeah, no, he just, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's doing the work the right way, but he's like 60 years old, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might even be older than that.
I think he's older than that. He's also my height, which is also why I love him.
I think he's taller than you.
I think we're about the same.
No, he's 5'7".
Oh, just got me by a quarter inch.
64.
64, looking
In
good.
great shape. But yeah, no, you can see the work being done in the cheeks.
I still need to see Dead Reckoning and The Final Reckoning.
Dude,
the last Mission
they're good.
Impossibles. I know. I keep watching stupid Western movies. I gotta stop. My wife's gonna divorce me.
I mean, pick up the Mission Impossible.
Pick
man.
up the slack here.
Those are good.
One athlete calling out another athlete like I've never seen before. And tell you what, I'm kind of here for it. We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
The biggest.
Having a little fun. We'll circle back into some Blazers Moda Center stuff in the big nooners. Also some basketball and baseball stuff to get to that hour as well. I will miss the World Cup a lot. I hope it brought some new soccer fans into the world. We've got double game week this week for the Timbers, my friend, who my sources are telling me are about to name a manager. We just haven't done it yet.
Paperwork.
So stick through that. Kick 7:30 on Wednesday here up at Providence Park as we get back into action. Dallas is in town. Pregame coverage at 6:30 right here on the Fan. I believe you get no. I am on Saturday. Saturday, you get me on the pregame.
Oh, there you go.
On Saturday. Saturday is a 7:30 kick as well against Real Salt Lake, who's very good. So we'll see. Should be fun stuff. But over the weekend, what's his name? Rick Fox, the basketball player. Did he win the Open Championship?
No, this is Ryan Fox.
Ryan Fox. This morning I was like, who won it?
He's a New Zealand, right?
He's Kiwi.
Yeah.
Yep.
First Kiwi to ever win a major title?
Is that right?
I believe so. I think I heard Swigard say that.
I believe Swag
Yeah.
did say that in his early update.
Yeah, so good for him. That's cool. Let's see. Scotty played really well.
Scotty was just, he was nails. He just didn't have the 62 on the scorecard that Fox had. That's what it comes down to. Scotty's worst round of the tournament was 70.
I saw Tommy Fleetwood had some nice rounds. I think he played well.
Yeah, his worst round was a 69. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. Dude, that's brutal.
Yeah, he shot
You shot 4 rounds under 70.
69, 67, 69, 68. Steady Eddie.
Bryson was good for the first 2 days. Kind of fell a little bit in the end.
I think the red card had a lot to do with that.
The red card changed his performance.
I mean, they gave him a 2-stroke penalty.
We were leaving on Friday, and it was over, but it was still on, and Luke was coming in. We're doing line change. And we were like, why is this live? And I was like, well, no, I think they're replaying what happened. And in that situation, if you're not familiar, Bryson was in what we call the rough.
No, he was in the sticks.
And
it was, knee plus high.
And he seemed to be having a discussion with rules officials. He seemed to be kind of defiant and arguing his case in a boisterous way, in a Bryson way,
sure.
to be honest. And it sounds like they went back and deemed because he felt he should be able to push down some of the grass to be able to hit his ball. In the end, they decided that was against the rules and gave him a 2-stroke penalty. Rory McIlroy had something very interesting to say about that. And very honest, something I don't know the last time I heard an athlete say something like this.
Late night for everyone. I won't pretend to be up here and defend Bryson. I'm not particularly fond of him. I think a lot of it's performative. I think a lot of it's for attention. And to hold the tournament hostage like that and have all of us, volunteers, players, everyone waiting on him to depart, I didn't feel like it was a great look.
Do you think he knew what he was doing?
Look, he's going to say, again, I'm not in his mind, I'm not in his, but it didn't look good.
Roy, is something like that, you think that happens out here more than we know, and it just isn't viewed or seen? Or?
Yeah, it's hard, right? Like he's every shot is on camera. There's a lot of guys that play this week and the shots aren't on camera, so you can say that that's unfair or whatever, or it might happen more than it does, but it's obviously impossible to police everyone, and that's why it is for the most part a self-policing game. But I think when there is obvious evidence like there was last night, then obviously that's a different story.
I don't know the last time I heard somebody directly call out somebody like that.
Oh, he doesn't like him.
I know, but usually, golf is such an etiquette sport, and it's got old-timey rules, and they're lucky that people of color can play golf these days. That I'm surprised that Rory was so honest. Now, I do believe my wife and I were having this conversation because Rory is a much rooted for character in my wife and her father's household. That I think Rory's kind of in a position now where he can kind of do whatever he wants. He's got the career slam. He's got the monkey off his back. He can kind of advocate for golf.
He also is... Rory stepped in it plenty. He's
but
not nearly as clean cut as and prim and proper as I think people want to believe he is.
Totally fair, but it's been a little while since some of that stuff. A lot of that's younger Rory, but you're not wrong.
But also, here's the thing. Do I think Bryson can be a jerk? Yeah. Do I think he intentionally stomped it down? I actually don't. I don't. I think he could have intentionally stomped down a lot more.
I live in that boat as well.
Right,
Whereas if he was going to be deliberate about it, he would have been more deliberate about it.
He did step over did his heel catch and push some down? Yeah, it did. It did. And I'm not going to argue that. But
I've seen a lot of golfers in the field do stuff like
walk
that.
in circles around a little tight around their ball.
And I think Rory said it best. Again, you don't have cameras on everyone.
That's a fact.
It's a very self-policing game.
Who the hell's Ryan Fox?
Mm-hmm.
You think a lot of the shots that Ryan Fox had in round 1 and 2 were all perfect, and there wasn't any deliberate movement that stuff happens.
Especially on links where everybody was playing on the outside of that crap the
when
entire
it's a
day.
self-policing game like that, stuff is going to slide through the cracks.
Ryan Fox, is that the guy that dated Halle Berry, played for the Lakers?
Yes.
Nice.
Very much so.
That's an unlikable guy.
I'll tell you right now.
Slick Rick Fox.
Good-looking dude, though.
Good-looking dude. Good-looking man.
The thing about Fox, just going to him, the way he plays, I saw somebody put a stopwatch on him stepping up to the ball. Under 10 seconds. This for all the Sergio Garcias out there that spend 5 minutes over the ball. You want to talk about ready golf? That dude steps up, gets ready, takes a look at his shot, looks at his ball, looks at his shot, hits, and it's like just keeping it going, man. I was like, this is fun. I'm here. Also, I mean, Rory probably got a little bit miffed about Bryson holding him up.
Well, they don't like each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
screw you, bro.
Yeah. But also, it's like,
But he's also not wrong in that. It's like, dude, your theatrics make us all stand around here and wait for you.
And I agree.
It's the Bryson show,
Yes,
and we're
I
all
agree with
living in it.
I agree with that. But also, Rory, maybe you could take a little bit of page out of Bryson's book and be more out there. Because guess what? You know what Bryson's doing for the game of golf? It's getting into more hands. More people are seeing it. It was like, he's a YouTube golfer. I'm like, guess what? He's a YouTube golfer. Guess where people are watching stuff? You think more people watch YouTube golf or watch on the Golf Channel?
They're two different groups of people.
I'm gonna hit you with YouTube golf.
Which
every
one's
day of the
bigger?
week.
Two different groups of people.
But again,
I don't know.
which one? It's YouTube golf.
And the crossover, it's more YouTube golf.
Yes, and that's the thing is like it's golf is leaning younger now.
Do you want me to hit the sounder?
Do it.
Well, if you're looking for one thing to feel good about if you're a Portland Trailblazer, it is not Matisse Thybulle, as he's going to the Los Angeles Lakers of Anaheim.
1 year, $3.3 million. Cleveland and LA were the two teams that I heard that were after Tease. So
Blazers not interested in Tease, huh?
Oh, they were, but I think that was before they made a trade for John Morant. Otherwise, because Tease would have been the sixth guard.
6 guard, 5 centers, dude. That sounds amazing.
It's like people be like, oh well, Tease is a wing. Like, no, sure, he's 6'5" plus and very long, but he's best deployed as a off-ball defending guard.
And who is he guarding?
And
he's guarding the other wing that Tumani's not.
Yes.
Yeah. And he was a little injury prone last year.
To be honest, the only issue that I've ever had with Tease was he's like, oh, he's not a great offensive player. I was like, I don't care. He's one of the best defensive playmakers in the league. It's not even arguable. When you look at his deflections, his steals, his blocks, he's probably the best shot blocking guard in the NBA right now. He's the level of disruption that Matisse Thybulle creates, particularly off ball and in passing lanes, is the best in the league. He's that good. He is that good at it. The Blazers will miss that. I will miss him as a locker room guy. Love Tease. Tremendous smartass. I mean, and everyone in the locker room can catch these hands. He's just pew 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 pew. There's nobody safe from Matisse. Like somebody will say something across the locker room and he will just eviscerate them. And it will be deadpan and cold-blooded and absolutely hilarious. And you want to talk about interesting conversations? You can talk to Matisse about anything, and he will have something incredibly insightful, interesting, funny, thoughtful to say about it. I am genuinely going to miss him.
Put his jersey in the rafters. There will be more Blazer fans mad about no Matisse Thybulle than Jeremy Grant.
Check back in November.
When you realize you need Jeremy Grant.
When you need the 6'9", 40% 3-point shooter. Yeah. Go
But
ahead.
right now, more people are upset. I haven't been over there, but Rip City Reddit is about to lose its GD mind that Matisse Thybulle is not a Blazer.
Despite him being the 6th guard.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to have
Well, it's
room.
because we got Ja. We should have never got Ja in the first place. Now we can't have Matisse Thybulle because we have Ja Morant.
I mean, yes. And Scoot Henderson. And Shaden Sharp. And Damian Lillard.
And Drew Holiday.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot. This quarterback thinks that this is college. We'll go there next. Maybe. There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Spain took home the 2026 World Cup yesterday as they defeated Argentina 1-0 in extra time. This marks Spain's second World Cup, winning their first since 2010. Spain also set a historic defensive record in their World Cup campaign as they allowed just 1 goal in 8 matches, the fewest ever conceded by a World Cup champion. Over to the golf course as Ryan Fox became your Open champion over the weekend, clinching his first major championship title of his career. Fox posted a 2-under in round 4 to finish 10-under on the tournament, clinching the title with a birdie putt on 18 to beat Cameron Young by 1 stroke. Over to the NCAA as the University of Michigan announced that athletic director Ward Manuel will step down at the end of the calendar year. The school has also released a summary of an independent investigation into the culture of the athletic department, which has been flooded with scandal in recent years. And if you missed it yesterday, some NBA news for you as the Oklahoma City Thunder are trading Lou Dort to the Atlanta Hawks in a 3-team deal. Former number 1 pick Zachary Arizashe is headed to Dallas in the deal. Ryan Nembhard is headed to Atlanta, and the Thunder will acquire 3 second-round picks. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Sports Saturday with The Firm of Harris and Marang on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Web Jam's coming up next. Everybody's favorite. Don't you forget it. Binary Brewing and The Fan have teamed up for the only Fan IPA available for a limited time. Taste The Fan with Binary Brewing's signature West Coast IPA. Go to Binary Brewing's Beaverton location. Ask them about their only Fan. So good. Only The Fan and Binary Brewing can pull it off. Web Gem's coming up next, and then we'll get over into the big nooner. Coming off the Matisse Thybulle situation. Texter telling me that he is the all-time steals leader in Pac-12 history. That's kind of cool.
I mean, that tracks.
That's kind of cool.
Tease led the NBA in steals per 36. I think he led in blocks per 36 for guards, too. Tease's ability to generate defensive plays like steals, blocks, turnovers, forced and unforced, he's literally the best in the league at it.
Yeah, but he's a Husky, so I don't care.
Yeah, Tease surpassed Gary Payton. He had 331 career steals. Gary Payton, 321.
Yeah.
Go Beavers.
Tease is a passing lane savant, but he's also Tease is one of the most interesting athletes in the entire NBA. If you asked me what athlete in the NBA that would be like the best decathlete, Tease would be that guy.
Yeah, he still went to UW. I'm out.
Like his ability to accelerate, decelerate, close space, jump, be an athlete is insane.
He should be a nice fit in LA though for the Lakers.
Oh, I mean if you're
on the cheap too.
If you're starting Luka and Reeves, you've got to have somebody. Somebody's got to pick up somebody.
That's defense optional more so than the third place World Cup game.
Yeah. So, but Tease's ability, like he'll let guys beat him off the dribble solely because he knows certain
he's got
guys.
a 6'11" wingspan.
Not only that, he knows which guys let the ball hang out there. And he'll let a guy beat him, and he's so fast, he'll turn the corner behind him and just poke it away. And it's like, did he do that on purpose? Like, and then you watch it back, and you see him set it up. He's doing it like he sees defensively 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. He is a defensive supercomputer. It's nuts.
So good, he makes $3.6 million.
Well, on the offensive end, his creation ability is limited. And I saw some Laker fans like, they got a guy who can't shoot. It's like, Tease didn't shoot in Philadelphia because Doc would not let him shoot. Literally told Tease not to shoot. He shot 37+% from 3 in Portland. He can shoot the ball fine.
Quote, you go back and watch what I've said before. 2019 season at LSU, I feel very similarly about this team. I'm so excited to get started and get moving.
I almost kept you from it.
I wish we would ramp this right into training camp so we continue to improve because I feel like there's so much greatness that we're going to be able to achieve this year. That is Joe Burrow, quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals, believes that his Bengals could be 15-0 LSU. And I can't help but think this is one of those things where Joe thinks the 2019 Cincinnati Bengals would beat an NFL team. Like, I know what he's trying to say, but so much of this comes out as like, well, back in high school, you remember the semifinals of the state championship when I threw 7 touchdowns?
LSU team could have put up a fight against a Arizona Cardinals team of now.
Oh, if that whole team is pro right now and you put it together, that'd be a pretty damn good team.
Yeah, where they're missing is in the trenches. That's
where they get
missing.
beat.
Yeah.
But I mean, skill position players on both sides, offense and defense, they're
two of them do play for the Bengals already.
Well, I know. I mean, they're loaded.
Let's not forget their running back is a Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how much that translates in an NFL locker room. Maybe you get the benefit of the doubt because you're Joseph Burrow, and most people respect the ever living heck out of you. But
it's not just Chase. It's Chase and Jefferson.
I know, But again, it screams to me like the guy that you run into at your high school reunion who's like, dude, remember that semifinal when I threw 7 touchdowns and 500 yards?
I get what you're saying.
And we won on that second
What's
field goal.
Thaddeus Moss up to these days?
Yeah, that's where you lose me. But you are talking about one of the 3 best offenses in the history of college football.
Now, here's the question. He said, I think that's great. Put pressure on guys. I love it. I thrive in it. We'll find out who else does. I know that we have the kind of people that want to be in that spot. I want everybody talking about the Bengals. I want everyone talking about what I'm saying in my press conferences. Here's the real question. Are the Bengals going to be good this year?
No. Let's stop it. Stop it.
Save that for later, Case.
Stop it.
Save that.
I will.
I mean, I think the Bengals are such an interesting case when it comes to the NFL because,
I mean, if Joe's healthy,
yeah, if Joe's healthy, they really are something else.
What if they changed over the last 5 years?
I don't know, but I mean, they still have a nice receiving core. Like, the defense is okay. It's not the dog-s that it was years ago.
Yeah.
But, like,
what changed about the defense, though?
Well, they added Dexter Lawrence.
But they lost Trey Hendrickson.
I know.
So that's a one for one.
But I think what I'm getting at, though, is kind of what Danny said. When Joe is healthy, this team feels like they can beat anybody, even if they don't have the talent.
well, on the defensive side, it's just can you scrap and claw enough because Joe in that offense can put up those numbers?
Because if all things are equal, if all money is equal and health is equal, if I can have any quarterback in the NFL, my answer is probably Joe Burrow.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I love Joe, and I think he's
warehouse full of kittens.
And I think he's that. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that I think he plays on a team that doesn't have the personnel, but he has shown you, even with lack of personnel, he can win games.
No,
I like Joe.
I would lean towards Josh just because Josh's availability has just been better,
and the running size helps.
Yeah, but the idea of Joe Burrow, yes, unequivocal.
Is there any pressure on Joe Burrow?
No, only what he's putting on himself.
No.
So only Joe Burrow now is going, all right, if I don't have a defense, it's over for Joe Burrow's window.
But it's
in Cincinnati. If Joe Burrow's I'm putting the pressure on, I'm the leader in this locker room. I have no real pressure, outside pressure. All the pressure is on the rest of the team.
It is an interesting thought to think about Joe Burrow and how, of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, how he takes the least amount of slack. They kill Lamar.
Because his team lets up 30 points a game.
They kill Lamar. They kill Josh. They'll kill Mahomes when they want to. Matthew Stafford at the beginning of the year. Hell, even Matthew Stafford now by drafting Ty Simpson. Sam Darnold never gets the love that he deserves.
Because everybody knows it's Cincinnati.
Yeah, and he just gets away with it. Because Baker still took heat in Cleveland. Is that just because he was loud and rambunctious?
Yes.
Yeah. Joe gets a free pass all the time.
Joe should go to Las Vegas.
Joe would look great as a Raider. He really would. Too bad they got Mendoza.
I'd straight swap right now.
Well, I know you would, but I don't think they would.
Without batting an eye.
Where will Joe go? Oh, Joe will be a Ram. Come on.
Ooh, that's spicy.
In 2 years, Joe will be a Ram.
Miami Joe.
When Ty Simpson goes like 6-11, then yeah, Joe.
He's
Burrow.
like, screw it, I'm going to free agency.
Yeah, Joe.
When Green Bay's ready to move on from Jordan Love.
Joe in the cold like that?
I have no problem with Joe in the cold.
Minnesota
plays in Cincy.
Minnesota could use a quarterback.
Yes, they could.
Pittsburgh could use a quarterback.
Yes, we could.
You take that Bengal in a heartbeat.
Web Gems is next. Everybody's favorite. This guy caught the ball. Oh, that's fun. 105.1 The Fan and the Fan Sports Network.
Fan.
All right, Web Gems, everybody's favorite. We do it every single day at 11:45. Coming up in the Big Nooner. We'll get back into that Jason Quick article and kind of wrap some bows on thoughts of where things are headed for the future. Right, Gazaway?
You think you're wrapping anything up?
Yes. The story will end today. And tomorrow, right, Gazaway will be in the studio with us. And we'll talk about, Mayor Wilson wants to update the west side of Providence Park. Maybe that's what we'll talk about with him tomorrow. The little basketball to get to as the Hawks make another trade. Boy, are the Hawks going to get good. And a little bit of baseball news for you. But Web Gems comes to you by way of Wrigley Field. Did you see this over the weekend?
I did not.
They were celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Cubbies winning the World Series.
It's been a decade already.
Anthony Rizzo was out there.
The Riz.
I believe he threw the first pitch. And he wanted to wear his jersey that he wore in Game 7, but he let his dad wear it the next year on opening day, and there's a giant mustard stain on it, which is like the coolest thing to me I can think of.
You couldn't wash it?
I don't know, dude, man. I have a little bit of a stain on my Corey Kluber jersey from when I fell, and it can't come out.
What kind of stain?
It's hard to get mustard out of pinstripes.
I fell over a small little guardrail.
What stained it?
Whatever was on the guardrail.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like some dark brown red color. Yeah. It wasn't beer. I don't spill beer.
But I mean, beer would be the best possible outcome.
Hey, guys.
Well, yeah.
Oh, big gulp,
Well,
son.
if it was beer,
Well, see you later.
beer comes out. Beer's easy. That's 90% water. I don't know what this is.
I don't think you want to test it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
get
it's just
into that.
it's a very, very light stain. So I get it. But then a home run. Michael Busch hit a home run, and this is the call from Boog Shambi on WGN.
High fly ball, right field. That's back towards the fellas. Go! Come on! There it is! We love it! You gotta be kidding me! No way!
That ball was hit to right field. Do you know who caught that baseball? That would be Anthony Rizzo caught that baseball sitting out in right field.
The math was mathing.
You hit a home run and you caught it? Boog Shambi says the boys, so I wonder if a lot of those players that don't play anymore were all hanging out in right field. I love that Wrigley is so old that your only World Series in the last 100 years, they don't have a box. They're just out in right field, baking in the sun.
They're just kicking it with the rest of the fans.
But it was really cool.
Or not, above the first baseline, above the dugout.
We already sold those tickets. Yeah. But he has his daughter on his shoulder with him, is just holding up the ball, and the Cubs fans around him are like they're talking to Michael Jordan. They cannot believe the great Anthony Rizzo has the baseball from the home run. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool video to watch.
Look, man, there's quite a few guys from that Chicago Bears '85 title team that were not Hall of Famers that they're loved in the same manner.
Yes,
it's just that's part of Chicago lore.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
What else is what's the equivalent? There is no equivalent.
No.
I don't know. Let's say Joe Montana's at a Niners game and he's behind the goalposts and catches a football.
Yeah, but it's also Joe Montana.
Right, but you can't take that football home.
I mean, Joe Montana can.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? Like Rizzo out in right field catching a home run ball,
on
cool.
that night.
On that night.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
There you go. I said something nice about the Cubs. That's it.
That's it?
I give you nothing else. Nice
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do this.
Wearing today. I didn't even see that.
Just to reiterate.
Didn't even see that.
Fair weather fan.
Whoa.
I thought you were a Dodger fan. As Zach points out on the YouTube, it's the second home run ball he has caught as a fan. I did see the first one as well. I have seen that. He has caught multiple home runs as a fan.
It's a conspiracy.
He's probably got a little stick with a magnet on it.
He's not a small human being.
He is not a small human being. I like Rizzo a lot.
What's that guy that goes out? He knows where to set up to catch home run balls. Like he does it for a living and sells them.
Well, that guy who caught 2 of Cal Raleigh's balls.
Is it the same guy?
Oh, I don't think so. I think that guy's just a random Mariner fan who got lucky.
But there's a guy that goes out he does the math of like where guys hit home runs to.
Zach Hampel is his name. He is a famous full-time ball hawk and YouTuber who makes a living by attending MLB games to catch and collect baseballs.
Here's one for you. If somehow in 20 years they select a random fan to shoot the half-court shot and it's Damian Lillard.
I mean, I can tell you right now, that thing's got like a 40% chance of going in.
That's pretty high.
I've seen that dude take like
That's a high percentage chance.
like damn near free throw versions of half court shots, and it leaves his hand like the ball explodes off it. Like it's nuts watching him take those.
There's something I really like about Anthony Rizzo, and I'll never forget this watching that World Series. Obviously, my team was in it, you know, because my team's been to a World Series more recently than yours. Oh, wait, no, my bad. You guys are about to win 3 in a row. Is I will give Rizzo a ton of credit when he gets that. Chris Bryant gets the ground ball, and Chris Bryant throws it across the diamond to Rizzo, and Rizzo catches the ball, puts his hands in the air,
Immediately puts the ball in his
immediately
back pocket.
grabs the ball from his glove and puts it in his back pocket. And you watch it in all one fell swoop, and it's like, good job, dude.
He knew.
Yeah.
He knew.
I'm being told that Rizzo said he isn't washing the jersey, so it smells like the day they won forever.
So that's why. Okay.
Yeah. I believe they were in blues. I believe the Cubs were in blues when they won that. I do not think they were in pinstripes.
I think you're right.
They were on the
you are
road.
correct.
They were on the road.
Yeah.
I
Because
think they only wear stripes
you
at
would
home.
know.
I would know. I would know. It's pretty rough, dude. It's pretty rough. I did see some weird baseball thing that was like alumni, like players that have been in your system or currently play for your team, what the combined WAR is, and the San Diego Padres have the most studs not playing in San Diego.
I feel like Cleveland's got to be real close.
I thought so too. We're actually, it's not bad. We are missing one big hole, and that's we used to have Junior Caminero. We traded him when he was like 18. We had no idea.
Oof.
I know.
That was tough.
But the Padres had Juan Soto and James Wood and, well, Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
It was pretty tough.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough one to overcome.
Do you want to be high on that list, or do you want to be like at the bottom of that list where
And
you have no
Wood-
good players
and
that
Wood
play
was-
somewhere else?
Well, Wood was traded for Juan Soto.
For Juan Soto, correct.
That's tough.
Real tough.
Oof.
They're going to trade Mason Miller, too, from what I heard.
Oof.
They're going to trade the best closer in the game.
Yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do.
Keep him in pinstripes. Just keep him in
Oh,
pinstripes.
God. Oh, God. Give me a break.
Nasty.
What's wrong with this kid?
I don't know.
Kind
He's-
of over
he's
it.
I like good baseball.
He suffered. Well, then why are you a Yankees fan?
Because it's good baseball until October.
Game 5 of the World Series 2 years ago was excellent, huh?
Good time.
Why? How do we do this?
Because you brought it up, man.
First you
'Cause
Joe
brought
Burrowed
it up.
me.
Joe's good. Joe's great, in fact. All right. The Big Nooner is next. We get back into Cheapo, Tom Dundon, and the idiots on City Council, and we'll just start yelling at everybody for the next hour. That's Danny. I'm Patrick. 105.1 The Fan.
1051 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Spain took home the 2026 World Cup yesterday as they defeated Argentina 1-0 in extra time. This marks Spain's second World Cup win, with their first coming back in 2010. Spain also set a historic defensive record in their World Cup campaign as they allowed just 1 goal in 8 matches, the fewest ever conceded by a World Cup champion. Ryan Fox became your Open champion over the weekend, clinching his first major championship title of his career. Fox posted a 2-under in round 4 to finish 10-under on the tournament, clinching the title with a birdie putt on 18 to beat Cameron Young by just 1 stroke. Over to the NCAA as the University of Michigan announced that Athletic Director Ward Manuel will step down at the end of the calendar year. The school also released a summary of an independent investigation into the culture of the athletic department, which has been flooded with scandal in recent years. And finally, some NBA news for you as Matisse Thybulle is signing a 1-year deal with the LA Lakers. Thybulle shot 41.8% from the three-point line over his last 2 seasons as he will sign a deal worth up to $3.3 million. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Lowercase from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
The home of the firm of Harris and Marang on the Fan Sports Network, 1051 and 1080. The Fan.
Made it to the big nooner, friends. The firm of Harris and Marang. We do this bad boy every single Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you for being a part of our days. We are stoked to be a part of your days. After us, you know the schedule coming up here. Luke Anderson, he'll take the bonus hour and the fan happy hour from 1 to 3, and then it's prime time from 3 to 7, finishing up 13 hours of live, local, continuous regional sports talk radio. It starts with Dirt and Sprague, the best morning show in town at 6 a.m. and comes right into us, and then you're right back into it. A lot to get to this hour. There's a little basketball news that we need to get to.
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
The Hawks are going to Hawks.
Oh, okay.
Or OKC's going to OKC.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Dallas said sure.
I got a little baseball nuggie for you as well. But the news of the day is our everyone's hero or anti-hero, the great Jason Quick, put out a new article on The Athletic as he was able to speak to a couple Blazer sources through anonymity and got some quotes from Mitch Green, the Portland City Councilor, about how this situation of the Moda Center is, quote, very far apart, a team source said on Sunday.
Negotiating in public.
That's how it's going to be.
That's what we're getting.
That's what we're getting. And I'll be interested to see. Look, we spent the whole first hour on this, and I don't mind recycling some stuff, but if you missed that, you can definitely go back and check that out on the Fan Podcast. I'm curious who thinks negotiating in public is best for them. I think the city council thinks it's the best for them because they continue to yell, this billionaire won't spend money on this thing that we own, that we knew needs improvements.
But also, it's totally in perfectly good shape, but also it needs improvements. But also, we're going to talk about suing you for dereliction of duty and just, come on, man.
That's what I wonder. Like in the court.
Again, that's why I keep saying the lion's share of the blame falls on the city.
Yeah, I'm curious, court of public opinion. I'm curious what court of public opinion has on it. You know, because again, as I say this a lot in this conversation, we in the city of Portland, or the greater Portland area for you and I specifically, we live in a sports bubble. And our sports bubble is a good size of the pie, but it is not the overwhelming majority size of the pie. There are a lot of people in this town that don't care about sports. There are people that care about some sports but not others. There are people that hate sports. I think the hate is a really weird place to live in. You know, I don't really hate the things you do. Do you like going running in Forest Park? I mean, I'm never going to do that, but I don't hate you for it. but we are not the overwhelming majority. So I'm curious, the court of public opinion, if you could poll every single Portland citizen. You can't, obviously, it's impossible. But if you could, I wonder where they'd stand.
I bet you the majority are pro sports and Trailblazers adjacent.
Okay.
I would say the majority.
Or pro Trailblazers specifically?
Yes.
I would probably argue that as well.
And I think for the most part, I think whether you're anti-sports, pro sports, or just kind of meh in between, I think the majority of the meh and the sports fans are going to be against the city on this. The anti-sports people who just want to be mad at billionaires, they're going to be mad at billionaires no matter what.
Yeah, there's no way to get around that.
There's a couple city councilors that I don't think neither the city council nor the Portland Trailblazers give a damn about.
Mm-hmm.
There's the two in particular I just don't think that they're even willing to engage with, because the positions and stands that they're taking are so far out there that it's like it's not worth it to either side, and rightfully so. There's no reason, there's nothing you could say that would convince them otherwise. You know what I'm saying? It's like for either side, and it's just not worth engaging on.
Yeah, a quote from Mitch Green that I said earlier, and I'll repeat again. I think the Blazers have been behaving poorly. They thought because they passed state legislature that the deal was done, speaking about the $365 million from the state. But we have a set of counselors who are asking tough questions, and this is Portland, Oregon, where people want more public transparency than there has been. And we talked about that, but I want to bring up a side note from that. Something that I haven't heard from the city council is tell me what they would use this $120 million on instead. See, that's the other thing. That's the easiest part. The thing is that the city is just saying, well, I want to know what you're going to spend it on. Well, you have so much money. Why don't you do it yourself? And they demand more transparency. And it's like, but dude, you haven't done any of that. So then you tell me, as if I'm a tax-paying citizen, and for those of you that are out there, honk your horn if you're a tax-paying citizen. If you are out there, the question that I want to know is, what is so bad about this 120 going to the Blazers that you need it for something else? Where is this 120 needed so bad that I can trust you to allocate that correctly in the right venue? Because I don't know if I can.
I can tell you right now.
As somebody who lived and voted in this town for over a decade, I don't know if I can.
Just say it.
What?
You can't.
What?
You can't trust them.
No, I can't.
There you go. Just 10 toes that.
No.
And to be totally clear, you shouldn't.
When I lived in the city, things weren't this bad. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm a pre-COVID kid. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have happened since then in this city, and we don't need to go into that. I think everyone with a brain knows what I'm alluding to. But the time before that, I didn't have that big of an issue with city council. I thought city, for the most part, I had friends that taught in Portland Public School. I had friends that worked for the city, and city workers are always going to complain about working for the city. That's part of your job. But for the most part, things seem to be going well. Since I have distanced myself and watched from afar, where I still spend a lot of money in the economy in Portland, I still hang out in Portland a lot. I work in Portland and pay taxes. And just listening to the narrative of people, that I can tell things have shifted a lot. And for you to say, I need to know what you're spending your money on. Bro, I need to know what you're spending your money on. What do you mean, you people?
Mm-hmm. No, there's a lot of that. And the other side of this is, in that same tangent, what else are you spending that money on that's going to generate this revenue for you?
Boom. That's the other question. And it's like...
And if I hear one more thing about drugs, homelessness, or climate, I'm going to lose it.
Well,
because as much money as they've spent on it, what are the results of it over the last decade?
Boy, there's not a lot.
So just shut up.
Yeah. I probably feel differently than you on how to approach the situation, but the results are the results.
The results are the results.
Things are not better.
They're not.
I don't know about the climate stuff. I would have to look into that.
Well, I mean, the money's just been sitting there and sitting there and sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. It's like,
which is why Mayor Wilson was like, you can pull a little from there.
That's my point. It's like, and again, Mayor Wilson isn't this hard right Republican. He's very left leaning.
Yeah.
So if even he's sitting there going, we can take from this, like, just look around, man. Like that's the whole thing. It's being made a political sales point when there's nothing political about it. It is very much a bottom dollar, point of argument. And the bottom dollar is, what else is this money going to go to where you actually get an ROI?
Yeah, and the other
that's measurable.
Without a doubt. That's it. That's it exactly. This guy only wants to make money, and it's like, well, you kind of got to make money to spend money. And if the city has a positive budget, or a positive
cash flow.
Cash flow, yeah.
Not operating as a deficit. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I got a couple of those checks when I lived in this town.
The 2024, I believe, is the most recent one we have concrete numbers on. I believe they were at $26 or $28 million deficit. Do you think the deficit grows or decreases if the biggest entity in the city leaves?
Oh, I think it grows big time.
That jock tax, guess where the money comes from? The jocks who come to the city to play in games. You can't have a jock tax that brings in money without the jocks.
Kudos to the Blazer organization and Dad for not being petty like that in the public negotiations.
In the public sphere, they've avoided that. The only thing that they've gotten, I don't even say petty, the only thing they've gotten really contentious about, and I think they have all the standing to do it, is the idea of the lawsuit.
Yeah. But they could easily have come out and said something like we just did.
Yes.
Like, dude, you want to know how we're going to manage our funds? Why don't you show me how you're going to manage your funds? But you can't do that.
I mean,
they got to play.
You can.
You can't. They got to play ball with the city. They can't do that because then guys, people who are men, women, theys who are yeses might be like, "Whoa, hey, bro, I'm on your side. Don't be cleaning my closet out right now."
But
which is why they
have
don't.
all the right to do it.
Sure. I mean, if you want to get real ugly.
I mean, would that really actually be ugly?
Yes.
Because I don't think it is.
I think you would create the potential of yeses turning to nos. But out of I don't like you.
Yeah, maybe I just disagree on that because the whole idea of like we need to see your books. Like, well,
there's already 3-4 people on the council that are like, I don't like you.
Well, yeah, but even beyond that, like
you get 2 or 3 more of those, and this puppy's done.
But beyond that, it's like I think people would the constituents would look at that and go, well, yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Where is my money going? And then you might get some city council members who go, oh, well, that's not out of those books. Let's not take a look at those. I don't want you to see the pork that I have lined this omnibus bill with. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm entirely wrong. But I look at that and I go, I don't see that as a nuclear button as much as you sure you want to open up books? Let's open up your books and see where that money's actually going. Let's see all the spots that we could find $120 million in. Let's see all the books in the county where we could find $88 million in.
Yeah, people losing their jobs left and right, having to step down because they're in Hawaii and embezzling money, and it's not a good look.
I mean, the city council member that pushed on during the COVID, the ACAB stuff, and all cops are bad. And she was at the job for 6 months, and then we found out she was taking money. It's like, oh, weird. It's like, let's start opening books. Let's see where all that money's going.
I got my issues with my local peeps over in Vantucky, and I ain't got this situation, I'll tell you that.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do have somebody who I voted for who now doesn't vote for anything that I voted on her for.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Mm-hmm. Again, what's a politician's number one job?
Stay elected.
Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying. I don't know if I disagree. Maybe I do. I think that if they wanted to push that button, I don't think it's the first button you push. I think if it gets down the line, then you push that button. But
you push it on your way out. And the Blazers have decided to move to Nashville. By the way, your city council are corrupt and open their books, and you should fire them all.
Also,
or put them all in jail.
You know what we did spend money on? An independent auditor.
Yes.
Here you go, Portland.
Yeah,
just hand the report off to the Oregonian and drop it off at the news stations and go, here you go, guys. Have fun.
Dad delivers it himself. He's on prime time with Isaac and Sue, reading it line for line.
The next 4 hours of this radio show are going to be reading all of the pork projects where all your money is going.
By the way,
have fun.
By the way, Jason, Isaac, box seats for you in Nashville.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
Come on through whenever you want to. Drinks on me.
But for those of you, just to kind of sew some things up, I know we were kind of joking because we talked a lot about this earlier. A team source who was able to speak through anonymity said, quote, no one with the Blazers has ever said we want to move. We don't want that. We want to stay in Portland. I do believe that is true, but I also know that this team will not be held hostage. They're not going to be held hostage by a city council who has no reason to vote no on this other than we don't like you.
Yeah.
If they had reasons, give me reasons. Your reasons are the guy's rich and you don't like him? It's not a good enough reason for me.
We don't want to give money. It's
not a good enough reason.
You got to pay to play. I think it was Dirt and Sprague we were talking about this morning. Like you're asked. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you okay with this price being the cost of doing business?
Yeah.
That's the fundamental question you have to ask yourself if you're the city council. This is the price of having a Big Four sports team. Are you willing to pay it?
It's 20% of what they want. I don't think it's a lot of money. I know that's easy for me to say as a guy who's like doesn't sit on city council and doesn't have to make these choices. But I don't know, man. 120 in a budget the city the size of Portland doesn't seem like kids are going hungry now.
Well, not only that, that line from Mitch Green about, they thought that they were just going to rubber stamp it after the state did it. It's like, yeah, because they're not dumb.
Yeah, because it also sounds like that's what Dad and the NBA had discussed when they initially started talking about buying the team.
In March.
And that's why I don't put a lot of this on Tom Dundon.
I
Look, other stuff you can.
But there's a sprinkling.
He is going to be more difficult about it than I think some others would be. He is going to put his feet down more so than some others. Yeah, maybe an attitude issue there. Maybe not issue, but an attitude situation in that sense.
And again, I firmly, this is not a positive, negative, anything like that. I don't believe Tom Dundon gives a crap about the collective you. And I don't think he ever will. And that's not a Portland thing. I don't think he cares about Raleigh either.
I think a lot of owners are that way. Deep down inside, a lot of them are.
I think that's a billionaire
Yes,
thing.
and that's what I've been trying to tell people. Like, well, he doesn't do this. And the whole T-shirt thing, couldn't care less. We barely talked about it on this show because it does not matter.
Well, and I think he was just like, I don't want T-shirts. We do towels in Raleigh, and it's awesome. I literally think that was his choice.
Yeah, and again, like people are like, well, everybody makes a big deal about that. And I'm like, I cover the team for a living. I have never once, and you will not hear me once, give a single damn about that.
Yeah, I didn't care either.
It's just the stuff that I have cared about.
Oh, my 3XL shirt on my seat. Yeah. Awesome.
The stuff that I have cared about has been stuff that you can tangibly trace back to. That's not how this league operates. Those are the things that have bothered me.
Yeah. Lot to unpack from this. We'll keep our eyeballs on it. Wright Gazaway from K2 will join us tomorrow on the program. In studio. We'll have him for a half hour, so we'll unpack a lot of this tomorrow. Let's stick in the association. A decent little trade went through that has some decent ripple effect to it. We'll stay in the association. 105.1 The Fan.
Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Sticking here in the association, we had a trade go down over the weekend, something I think we kind of thought one of these guys would be on the move, as the Thunder have traded Lou Dort in a 3-team deal. The Atlanta Hawks, they receive Lou Dort. The third team in this kerfuffle is Dallas. They will send Ryan Nembhard to Atlanta. The Mavericks, they receive Zachary Risacher, the 2024 number 1 overall pick, and a protected 2027 second-round pick from Atlanta. The Thunder get back a second from Chicago and in 27, and a 31 and 32 second round via Atlanta.
Wow.
Atlanta stocking up.
I mean, your starting backcourt, could be a version of Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, and Lou Dort.
It's pretty nice defensively.
Oh, I got past Nah. Oh, wait, there's Dyson Daniels. Oh, wait, there's Lou Dort. Oh, no, by the way, Jalen Johnson's really good.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very difficult team to score against.
When I talked to you guys this morning, I was like, who's going to score? Doesn't matter. You're not gonna.
Yeah. Bring it back. And the Hawks win tonight, 81-78.
I mean, they are long, strong, and disruptive. They get a little bit of fun here. Dallas sneaking in and going, we'll take the rehab tour of Zachary Risacher.
Sure, we'll take a shot at it. Why not?
6'10", pair him with Cooper Flagg and PJ Washington, and
the 7-foot kid that strokes it with the acne on his back.
Look, in that draft, I was always a Sarr over Risacher guy. That was just where I was at with that. I feel comfortable with that in the long term, but I think the story here is OKC opted into Lou Dort's deal specifically to trade him.
Mm-hmm.
This trade gets Oklahoma City out of the second apron.
Quote from Sam Presti, "This was a financial decision. The impression I have been given is that the savings generated this number, and from being out of the tax the last several years, will be reallocated to future teams."
Basically, we don't want to pay that tax.
Mm-hmm.
That's another ownership group is saying, no, this now has every single team in the league under the second apron. You have a hard cap in the NBA.
Every single one. They've decided. Now, is that collusion? Could the CBA say you guys are colluding?
No.
No, okay. I didn't think so. I just wanted to ask that question.
No, they just made it so prohibitive. You have a hard cap.
Yeah.
Now, a team might go up above it for a year, but no.
That's the year you're going for it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll push that envelope.
But you have to have like a 20% chance of winning a title.
Yeah. Can't be under 10.
It's so prohibitive. Like the tax savings that I believe is the Warriors had when they made one of their moves, it saved them the outgoing contract was it was Kuminga. The outgoing contract ended up saving them. I want to say it was something like $80 million in savings because of the scaling once you get past the second apron. It was just like, damn, that's a lot of money.
And this is kind of what this is another insight. Look, Presti is. I don't know if Presti's the best GM in the NBA. He's definitely top 5 for my money. I think he's really good. Or however you want to categorize who runs the organizations. Because is Brad Stevens the GM?
Yeah, president of basketball operations.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if Presti is also the basketball operator, but
no,
the guy that's in charge.
Yeah,
Let's just say the guy who's in charge.
Here's the thing. As much as we talk about general managers and presidents of basketball operations, VPs, whatever you want to slice it, you know who's in charge. It's the owner.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried to drive this point home for a long time now. The GMs and stuff, they just fall on the sword. You can talk about, GM's the one that takes it to the owner. Guess who signs off on it?
The owner.
There is not a transaction completed in the league without an owner signing off on it. Like the whole Nico Harrison. Yeah, Nico was an idiot. But the Adelsons and Patrick Dumont signed off on trading Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
That move you don't move the face of a franchise all willy-nilly. The buck stops with an owner. No matter how invested or not invested they are, they have to sign. Like, that has to happen.
Yeah.
And so you can look around the league right now, no matter if you're at the bottom of the barrel in net worth, like the Tom Dundons of the world, or if you're the Ballmers of the world. Everybody's operating going, this is a hard cap. It's too punitive. Nope, we're not going to do it. And look, this whole idea of BRI, basketball-related income, the players are going to get anywhere between 49 and 51%. If it falls below a certain point, they get more money. If it goes above a certain point, money gets taken away, all those things. It's going to compress salaries. It just is. Now, you're still going to get the percentage, but the extra, teams willing to go above the second apron, that's disappearing.
Yeah, and to Zerg's point, too, over on the YouTube, sucks when you want to keep teams together,
I'm a firm believer
it's going to be really tough
that the next CBA has to have a clause for homegrown talent.
And that's what Major League Baseball is looking at in their new one, of giving you the benefit to keep your guy here.
You can pay the guy, but it only counts against X against your cap.
Because I think that was the good move previously in the CBA is allowing teams to pay more for their homegrown
that
guys.
was the originality.
That's the whole point.
The genesis of bird rights was that you kept a guy, you can go over, and you can sign a guy for more. But they added that layer, again, unintended consequences or very intended consequences of creating a hard cap, that this is what it was going to be. And so if you got a guy, the line that Brad Stevens had was 70%. You can't pay two guys 70%.
When they won, it was 46.
But if you're paying those two guys 50% against your cap, but you're paying them 70%,
yeah,
that's very different. If your max guy that you drafted only counts against 25% of your cap, but you pay him, X, but the cap hit is only Y. That's another 20%. If you've got two of those guys, that's 20% more to work with. That's a lot.
That sounds like something both sides would be in on.
I don't think the owners would be in on it because it means paying more.
But they are already still paying more, but it allows you to...
They're not, though. They're pushing those guys out. Look around the league.
Well, I guess you would pay more just because you have more room below the cap.
Yeah, you're still paying it. I don't think... But if you do that, though, you can't use the argument of the CBA is forcing us. When GMs say that, they're saying it because their boss is saying it.
Right.
It's a talking point. They agreed to it. They helped write it. That's the whole point.
I've decided I am not going to be a general manager of a basketball team.
There you go.
I've decided that.
I don't think we're ever going to get dynasties again under this provision of the CBA. I think it's so prohibitive that you have at most a 2-year window. And then it's because it takes 2 years for a guy to kind of get going. Even the Cooper Flags and Victor Wembanyama's of the world.
Takes a little bit.
It takes a little bit to get going. And then it's probably 2 more years after that. And guess what Wemby just signed?
A big deal.
Now he's like, he took a pay cut. He's like, exactly my point. That's literally what I just said. They're compressing the salaries because of what has to happen.
Baseball's been around for over 150 years and people have been trying to cheat. There's a new idea, but not so fast, my friend. We'll go there next. That's Casey Smith over there. He's got sports.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Spain took home the 2026 World Cup yesterday as they defeated Argentina 1-0 in extra time. This marks Spain's second World Cup win, with their first coming back in 2010. Spain also set a historic defensive record in their World Cup campaign as they allowed just 1 goal in 8 matches, the fewest ever conceded by a World Cup champion. Ryan Fox became your Open champion over the weekend, clinching his first major championship title of his career. Fox posted a 2-under in round 4 to finish 10-under on the tournament, clinching the title with a birdie putt on 18 to beat Cameron Young by just 1 stroke. Over to the NCAA as the University of Michigan announced that athletic director Ward Manuel will step down at the end of the calendar year. The school has also released a summary of an independent investigation into the culture of the athletic department, which has been flooded with scandal in recent years. And finally, some NBA news for you as Matisse Thybulle is signing a 1-year deal with the LA Lakers. Thybulle shot 41.8% from the three-point line over the past 2 seasons, as he will now sign a deal worth up to $3.3 million. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The Fan is live on YouTube. Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Closing arguments coming up next to send you on your way. But a fun little thing I found in Major League Baseball. You know, Danny, they've been trying to cheat in Major League Baseball for a very long time. In fact,
since they started the game.
I believe that the phrase, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, has been a baseball thing for a very, very long time. And, you know, shame on me for not thinking about this as an option. But Adam Ottavino was on a podcast on YouTube called Baseball and Coffee. And he was taking questions from listeners, I believe, from fans. And he apparently, there were tablets in the New York Mets dugouts that had some interesting things on them.
The Mets were actually the main team that got cracked down on. They had an AI program that was very expensive, apparently, and they were bragging about it a little bit early on in the year. Some of the coaches that I know were talking about it from around the league, and they had basically an AI program helping them pick pitches, and I think some other stuff, but MLB got wind of it and nipped that right in the butt, so apparently they weren't the only team, but I knew about it from the Mets angle, which, they try to throw some money at the situation. Steve ponied up for, I think this program, from what I heard, was several $100,000 to have, but
the AI choosing what pitches to throw.
How are they signaling that in fast enough?
That I have no idea, but if the AI, I mean, maybe you kind of do it ahead of time and start thinking about it. That's part of calling the game as a catcher.
Or there's another tap button that's going to somebody else's jersey.
Don't tear off my jersey.
Well, I mean, what's the PitchCom?
The PitchCom?
Maybe there's a second channel.
Somebody else is actually PitchComming it from somewhere else.
Somewhere in the dugout, somebody's just Morse coding that thing in.
Yeah, the AI, I mean, I guess you could do whatever you want. You would want to know what you as the pitcher are the most effective at and what the batter is going to tend to chase the most. We have all that data.
I never want an MLB broadcast to ever pan to a pitching coach ever again.
Why?
What's the point? What do? They teach mechanics. You can learn mechanics on YouTube. Do all the biometric stuff.
Are you talking about like if AI exists in this?
Yeah, if the point is that we're using AI to call our pitches, what's the point of paying a pitching coach?
Well, the point is that Major League Baseball said absolutely not, and shut that down.
Nah, we ain't taking that.
And I think they should.
I think they should too.
I have 30 teams around the league. Each team has a pitching coach and levels to how many pitching coaches that they have on their staff.
Yeah, if your statisticians are using AI, I got no issue with that. You know, and if you, it's when you get in the game. When you get in the game, it's like, I don't know about
look,
this.
you want to build your binder pregame?
Sure.
But then it's about going out there and doing it. Execute.
Do the Greg Maddux thing, the Kurt Schilling thing. Have the binders. Like, I got no problem with that. But I don't know
That's the thing about this. Remember, Maddox was a guy who had binders long before anybody else had binders.
Yeah.
On the NBA side, Shane Battier was heavy into analytics long before anybody else.
It's my favorite college basketball player of all time.
Battier had a binder that he looked at before every single game.
You saw it in the World Cup, and you saw it in the Olympics. Hockey goalies, they see tendencies on what shooters are. They also see goalies in the World Cup had a full list of PK tendencies.
Pickford had on his freaking mug.
Well, he always does.
But then, that's what I mean. Like, that's.
I love how the Argentinians found that on Pickford's water bottle, and they were like blown away by it. I was like, "You guys don't know this? Yeah. I knew this. He always does this."
But I mean,
someone stole his water bottle. I think the Italians stole his water bottle at the Euros 2 years ago.
Messi reportedly has a lengthy list of notes underneath his armband, his captain sleeve.
Oh.
Why not?
Again, every outfielder in the MLB has a note
You
card.
has the little note card in the back.
Where you see where am I in the what does he do during left-handed pitching? What does he do to right-handed pitching? What does he do to off?
See, I got no problem with that because that's still the human element trying to make a decision.
100%.
But if it's just AI saying you throw a slider here, you throw a changeup again, slider away,
then just put robots out there,
and we'll just watch robots play sports.
Learns ball.
Do you think
learn ball? There we go.
20% of NFL fans, as long as they still wore the jersey and team name, wouldn't care if it was robots?
Eventually, no.
Because I think NFL fans sometimes are so blind to the jersey and the helmet, they don't care who's under there.
There's also way more human element that can go into the little details of football that I don't think necessarily impact baseball.
Also, it's like
what?
If I'm Sean McVay and I have a play call sheet, I'm now going through the analytics of what's my best 3rd and 4th play, what's my best 2nd and 8th play, what's my best 1st.
But if I'm Yamamoto and I don't get the ball rotating enough, then that's a home run over the fence.
But it's also you're talking about
20, by inches.
You're talking about 20
centimeters.
You're talking about 1-on-1 versus 22 players. There's infinitely more variables.
Yep.
Fair point.
That's where I land.
Fair point.
And that's the thing is like, what are you going to do then? Is like, was the robot not programmed well enough? Was the TJ Watt bot just too much to take on? It's like, oh, my Ogden bot lost it on that drop back. Like, you know what I mean? Like it gets very dumb.
This is what creates the argument of like why NASCAR and F1. It's like, well, it's just who's got the best car. And it's like, well, no, the drivers do driving.
Yes,
the drivers do drive.
No, don't be wrong. The car helps.
Car helps, but the drivers are real.
Mm-hmm. It's those reflexes, it's those tendencies, it's knowing when, how, where, all. And again, there's a ton of data that goes into it. But you were talking about cheat. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Racing.
Oh yeah.
Racing,
dude.
My
man,
goodness.
I put lead in a Pinewood Derby car, man. Like anything you're racing in any opportunity is going to cheat.
So my dad owns a CNC machine sales and repair firm, and so Pinewood Derby and the boxcar, the boxcar races and the Boy Scouts, my cars were machined. Took it into a CNC machine and balanced the weight perfectly. Cars weren't even getting down, like, you know, has a little bit of a slope and then it goes down. Cars were barely reaching the end of the starting slope before mine was hitting the rail, and like they had to we had to reinforce the front to keep it from cracking because it was hitting so hard.
You hear that? Danny's Pinewood Derby car is cooler than yours.
Yeah, we just knew how to cheat better.
I did that in my Pinewood Derby. My dad and I made a Batmobile.
Oh, nice.
It was really cool. And then we put some lead in the bottom, and when it hit the bottom, the stopper, one of the wheels kind of turned into it and hit and popped the wheel off, and I was DQ'd.
In
like the semis.
It's like the
sucked.
The cork bat being found.
I was so broken when that happened.
Do you remember the little wind up planes?
Oh yeah.
So we did the same thing with that. We machined out. We made it as light as humanly possible, and we used industrial strength rubber bands. So when you twist up the little propeller, because it's on that line, 1 year mine exploded. It hit the walls, the end of the wood stopper so hard that it just blew up because it's just balsa wood.
And they probably just look at it and they're like, "Bro, you cheated."
Oh no! We operated within the rules,
bro. You cheated.
It was just machined out perfectly and with industrial strength rubber bands. So there's just more torque on it.
It cost me $700 to build. Meanwhile, little Johnny over there scraped together his lemonade money and built one for $20, and you just lapped him.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was rooting for Johnny anyway.
Yeah, it happens.
Closing arguments coming up next to send you on your way. The Firm and the Fan Sports Network. That's going to do it for us. Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com. For more information coming up on the program tomorrow, as we said, right? Gazaway from K2, our good buddy over there. He'll join us 11 o'clock. We'll have him for about a half hour in studio, so we'll chat with him, get all the kind of news and notes we can, as he has been able to talk to a lot of people involved in the Blazers situation, so we're able to chat with him tomorrow. It's also a free consultation Tuesday. I like those.
Oh.
I like those a lot.
I feel like there's some consultation that'll be coming up around that.
Well, I'll check with my therapist today around 4 o'clock.
There you go.
For your baseball pleasure, on the bump tonight, Joe Ryan, Tanner Bybee, Minnesota, Cleveland. That's a nice little matchup.
You actually going to watch baseball again?
I am, yeah, dude. I watched baseball last night. It was dope. Yeah, it was really fun. Dodgers.
I just can't quit you.
Dodgers are in Philly. Emmett Sheehan against Christopher Sanchez. That's a good matchup. Baxton Ashcraft, if you haven't seen him for Pittsburgh, he's throwing tonight.
Did you say Bastion?
Braxton Ashcraft.
I thought you said Bastion, and I was like, bro, the guy's name is Bastion? I was like, that is a
when I
dope
tell you that
name.
Braxton Ashcraft is probably one of the best athletes in the entire major league. That guy had 37 career receiving touchdowns in a single year as a junior in high school.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
Had more reception yards and touchdowns than CeeDee Lamb in Texas.
Tampa's at Toronto. That's Nick Martinez versus Dylan Cease. That should be a good one. Milwaukee, they have the Mets. Mizorowski's on the mound. It doesn't matter who's on the mound for the Mets. DeGrom throwing tonight for Texas. What else do we got here? George Kirby on the bump for the Seattle Mariners. If you haven't seen Jose Soriano play for the Angels, they take on your Cardinals today.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Angels pitcher. He's been pretty good this year. He's kind of a fun guy to watch.
You know what I'm excited for?
What?
The Avengers trailer release.
Yeah, are you guys going to go home and watch that again?
Yeah, probably.
I watched it once.
Juiced up.
I'm good on it. Looks fun.
Are you a comic book movie guy at all?
Not really. No, I've seen all the Marvel stuff. I think I have one Spider-Man I need to watch that I haven't seen. I did see a great meme that was Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it was Harry Kane's face.
Oh.
And Spider-Man Homecoming, Harry Kane's face. Spider-Man No Way Home, Harry Kane's face.
Yeah.
It was like beginning of the World Cup, middle of the World Cup, end of the World Cup.
I did see a clip where Tom Holland is recreating a bunch of iconic comic book Spider-Man poses in action scenes throughout the entire movie.
Okay, I'm in.
The nerd in me is already.
Yeah, I'm in. Look, there's been some misses recently, but Doomsday trailer, I'm back.
Well, I think a lot of it, too, is like Avengers has had a lot more, Marvel's had a lot more success than DC. A lot of the DC stuff is not very great. Like, I have no interest to see Supergirl.
I mean,
that looks really good.
I just don't want to see stuff with dogs. That stuff freaks me out.
It did not do well.
It freaks me out with the dog stuff. Like, I watched Open Range over the weekend.
Oh,
Robert Duvall,
yeah.
Kevin Costner, great film.
Great. You want to talk about a Costner, like, sneaky,
Dude,
like, great?
I hadn't seen that one yet.
Oh, you hadn't seen it? Oh,
No,
dude.
excellent.
Yeah. I mean, Duvall.
Right.
I mean,
Bob Duvall was excellent.
Yeah.
But they shot the dog.
Come on, man. I know.
Well, okay. I thought you were going to tell me spoiler
No,
alert. I was
no,
like,
no.
movie's 22
No,
years
I know.
old.
Anytime, like, even like John Wick, when you hear the sound of the puppy getting hit, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't think John Wick did enough.
They got a few dog moments in the Odyssey that broke me this weekend.
Oh, did you see it?
It was fantastic.
Then I'm out. Then I'm out.
It was beautiful.
Did you IMAX it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I saw side by side IMAX versus standard film. If you
Go see it in
if
IMAX.
you see it in standard, you were missing like 2/3 of the shot.
My buddy
it's
went
crazy.
Again, Hoyta is the best cinematographer to ever exist.
No.
There's a reason why you should go see it in IMAX.
No.
One of my
Every bit of
buddies, I gotta get with him. One of my buddies, I think is it him? Yeah, he's the commissioner of my fantasy baseball league. He went to Hollywood and saw it on 70 mil.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that. That's that old school film style.
Yeah, but if you don't get the IMAX, you don't get to see the.
But I don't like this dog situation you're talking about. That's why I'm not interested in Supergirl, dude. If that dog gets harmed, I swear I'm just gonna sob into a puddle.
It's crypto, man. You know crypto's going to get down and dirty.
All right.
Come on now. Yeah, DC can't come out and kill a dog.
You better not.
James Gunn does like to tug on the heartstrings. with the
Guardians 3.
Guardians 3.
That was tough, dude.
That ruined me for a little
There's
bit.
a half hour that I still only watched it once. I can't, even though I thought it was great.
The second time watching it, I went, it get me again.
Yeah, dude. There's a half hour where I just got silent.
Linda Cardellini's character in that is just, it breaks you.
Yeah.
Breaks you every time.
The AD of Michigan is going to step down at the end of the year.
Yeah. Hey, man, we'll pay you for 6 more months. How about you disappear?
How about you just go away?
There is a line from out of that. Hold on. Scrolling. I had it right here. Michigan President Domenico Grosso says the Jenner and Block investigation did not turn up any evidence that a particular person had direct contemporaneous evidence of Sharon Moore's affair. There's 2 answers here. You either knew and you lied, or you didn't know and you're dumb.
Too stupid to do anything about it.
Either way, you gots to go.
Yeah.
And I don't think Michigan was, again, this is me fully just my tinfoil hat. I believe Michigan told the AD, listen, bud, we'll pay you out through the end of the year, or we can fire you right now and we can go to court.
Yeah. And fire you for cause.
And
it is because I don't like you anymore.
And our lawyers are better than yours.
If you missed it in the show, Matisse Thybulle signs a 1-year deal for the Lakers, so bye-bye to the Blazers on that. May he rest in peace. Not dead, but may he rest in peace. Probably have to get into its SEC media days right now. Sift through some of that tonight and see what we don't see any good nuggies over there. Greg Sankey's putting 10 toes down on the College Save Act.
Yeah, Kirby's like first thing in the morning tomorrow. I want to say he's like 6:45 our time.
Yeah, so we might.
We'll pull something from that.
Yeah, might kind of slither through that a little bit.
Or we'll do all Moda Center tomorrow.
God, I hope not.
Yeah, tomorrow about 7 a.m.
Okay, yeah.
Liv is being sued because they're not paying invoices. Congratulations on that.
Not because they can't.
We've got money. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We're worth $450 billion. No, it's in the trillions.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
See, now, I hate it when I do this. Now I have to actually know. Saudi PIF fund value. What is it? Yeah, there it is. It's 1.15 trillion.
Yeah.
They're fine. They can pay a tech firm their dues.
Well, I think they're just tired of paying dues. Mm-hmm. I think they're just tired of just losing money to lose money.
I mean, that's what you signed up for.
They've literally got more money than God. But they are kind of like, even this isn't worth it for me.
Yeah, take us to court. It's like Michigan with the AD. It's like, we've got more money, we've got more resources.
Why don't you just pay it?
Because when you have that much money, you know what you can do? No.
That's such a jerk move.
Even when you don't have that much money.
Those are their services. I know. Look at the president. He does it all the time.
I was just saying, look at Tom Dutton.
Yeah.
Nope, don't like that.
If you have more money, then I would just pay the guys who do the service. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But
I think you're crazy because I think if you had the money, you would operate the same way. You know why? Because every single one of them operates the exact same way.
If I was worth $1.3 trillion and I owed somebody $1 million, yeah, dude. Here you go.
I don't think so.
You're out of your mind, dude.
Because none of them do it. Find me the one that does it, and I'll go, okay. None of them do it.
Dude, I'm never going to do any work for a millionaire or a billionaire. They'll just stiff me with the bill, and it'll be my problem.
We just did. 3 hours of it. The idea entered your head, and it just went, oh, crap.
I don't like this at all.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did ask on the text line, do you think Major League Baseball is watching this and whether they want to bring baseball to Portland?
Yes.
My answer was, you bet your sweet ass they are.
Yes, they are.
Without a doubt they are.
You bet your sweet dippy.
100%. And they're sitting there going, Nashville and Salt Lake are ready to go.
I know. I think Salt Lake's been I think Portland's been lapped by Salt Lake.
Yeah, they spun. I mean, if you wanted any further explanation, like again, this is not me poo-pooing MLB to PDX. I would love it. Love it. I am full supporters of what they're doing. Shout out Craig and Mike and everything they're trying to do. I am on board. But Salt Lake City, both on the political side and on the money side, have just said, hey, we got an NHL team in 6 months. Watch what we can do with baseball.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, that state, they know how to do baseball.
And go look at BYU.
Go look at BYU Stadium. It's the best baseball stadium in the world.
Maybe I'll just become a fan of that team if Portland doesn't get one.
There's worse things to do.
I'll stick in Cleveland. That's a worse thing to do. Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit LeskinLaw.com for more information. Leskin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. That's going to do it for us, right? Gazaway on the show tomorrow. Make sure you buckle up for that. That's at 11 o'clock. We'll catch you then. For Danny Marang, that's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.